40s and 50s. By the afternoon, get ready for those warm afternoon highs today in northwest Arkansas. Upper 70s, low 80s, a nice mix of sun and clouds. Overnight lows tonight will dip down into the mid 50s, but we are watching for widespread and heavy rain mixed in with a few isolated, possibly strong to severe thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready weather.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Okay, first things first. Yep. That eclipse was weird. That was weird. It was all like windy and dogs were barking, and
I just want to make sure that I
it was
understand.
dark outside.
All
it was
of
weird.
This, all of this completely because a lot went on. So, like, there was an earthquake over the weekend on Friday, and everybody thought the end of the world. We're still here, right?
For now, yeah,
Okay.
I guess so. Yeah.
So
I think we made it.
So a bunch of people,
Or the good people have been taken, and we're the ones that are left over.
Okay,
We're going to hell.
So
That's probably what happened.
but like thousands upon thousands of people drove, flew, crawled, walked to our state for a couple of minutes and spent hundreds of thousands of dollars for just a couple of minutes. Am I understanding that correctly? Fine.
That is true. That's all true. That's all true. Yeah.
All right.
It was weird, man.
Yeah.
It was bizarre. But yes, if you're still here and you haven't been raptured, congratulations, you're going to hell. We'll have fun, though. It'll be a good time. It'll be a good time. We'll have fun. We'll have wine. It'll be great.
We'll load up the bus. We'll have some charcuterie boards. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Right. Yeah. We'll be fine. But if someone you know is raptured, congratulations. They're going to the good place. And the rest of us are here. So there you go. We are here, and you can join us now on the McClarty Daniel hotline at 866-285-4005.
Anything happened over the weekend?
Piggy Smalls with a early contender for text of the day. Today, we witnessed a rare phenomenon, which we are not likely to see again in our lifetime. A coach left a better job to come to Arkansas.
Well,
Piggy Smalls with the line of the day so far. How about that? Well, they finally let John Tyson hire a coach over there. He's been trying to get Malzahn for 10 years, and they let him get Calipari, and there you go.
All right, so
there it is.
You're in one of two camps today. You're either, this is the greatest thing. By the way, this is the most qualified head coach that's ever been hired on this campus ever, in any sport ever. This guy
Bielema.
right here, more than Bielema.
He's second.
Yeah, right. Bielema would be second. This guy is the top of the line. So you're in one of two camps. Either this is a great day for Razorback basketball. Hire a coach who's got a national title, has a history of winning. He's got 855 career wins. Pretty good. Or you're in the camp that John Tyson just hired one of his buddies.
Yeah.
Okay, those
can
are
both
camps.
be true?
Both can be true.
Can I have a foot in either camp?
You can have a foot in each camp. I'm in the wait and see. 30 days ago, Calipari lost to Oakland, and we were all out on it.
We were laughing, and we were pointing and laughing.
Passed him by.
That's what I said. Yes,
and now we're now he's here.
Yeah.
We did now when we last talked. Chris Beard was on a plane in Oxford on his way.
No, the plane was gassed up. He wasn't on the plane. The plane was gassed up.
And we told you that was not happening.
Right.
Then, as we were leaving, I believe it was Jerome Tang, who was.
We also told you that wasn't happening.
Who was in negotiations.
We did not tell you this would happen, though, to be fair.
Then it was Will Wade and Chris Jansen. Then Sunday, the bombshell dropped that Darryl Walker was interviewing for this job.
Do you know what? When you talk about the Rapture, like I woke up this morning and for some reason the first thing I went to was Yahoo News. Why? I don't know. You get weird stuff on there sometimes, and like the third article was like already an analysis of Calipari to Ruscin or Calipari to Arkansas, and so I'm sitting there going, "How long was I asleep? Am I dead?
Well,
like
okay,
what the hell happened here?"
So what we said and what we told you last week. By the way, it may have seemed like an eternity between the time Musselman did his goofy ass video on the plane and you allegedly have John Calipari, which is not official yet, but whatever.
It may be by the time this airs. Who knows?
It was one business day between that and John Calipari.
All they needed was one day of subterfuge, and Beard gave them that.
But here's it. We told you, just cross the first names off the list
We
because
did say
those are
that.
just,
You
it's
were right about
all
that.
a smoke screen, and then somebody's going to come out of nowhere, and that's going to be your guy. Exactly what happened. Nobody knew who the guy was. And look, if you had Calipari on your list, like on Saturday or Friday, you're lying.
No.
Okay? You are lying.
No, nobody had this.
Nobody had this.
Nobody had this till
But-
it started to be. There were whispers yesterday, and then
Right.
it became a deal.
And
But
look, based on the hysterical nature of this fan base and a coaching search, there's no better outcome than what happened
no,
in
you're
getting
right.
John Calipari. You couldn't have prepared this. And now Hunter Yurachek, he seems like the greatest guy ever.
Yeah.
Well,
Did he have
okay.
anything to do with this, other
Yeah,
than like
I mean,
introducing people to people?
I am certain that
I
I
his signature's on there, but I mean that's
I don't know this for a fact, but based on the offensive coordinator search, I'm willing to bet it went this way. John Tyson calls Hunter Yurachek and goes, Cal can be got for nothing. Look, John Calipari was going to be fired at the end of this coming basketball season
That's
in
right.
Kentucky.
Yes.
So he gets to reset his coaching clock. Good for him. He's not taking it, and you got him for free. You don't have to pay anything. I'm sure that's the way it started, was Tyson going, hey, dude, he doesn't have a buyout. You can get him, and he's willing to go, would you like me to make the call?
yes.
And that's how the introduction was made. I'm 99.9% certain that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
And then when they get together, they start talking, boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, everybody's reporting that John Calipari is on his way to Arkansas to coach the basketball team.
Well,
Hoorah.
the other thing I thought of is Larry Merchant used to call it boxing theater of the unexpected. No. Doing this job, covering that school, this is theater of the unexpected. Every time they always give you something where you're like, good or bad. It's always like, the hell that?
Yeah.
I mean, it happens all the time. And let's not get this twisted either. These fans, more than championships, they crave relevance. They want likes. They want pats on the back. And this gets you 1,000,001 doses of that. You are instantly, I mean, you have managed to, pardon the pun, eclipse. No one will remember in 6 months who wins this game tonight. But no one will forget that Calipari is going to Arkansas.
A friend of mine I had lunch with today said something, and I hadn't really thought about it in this terms. Arkansas stole the news cycle. When was the last time Arkansas basketball, for something good, was in the A block of the national?
For something good?
Like in sports, at Sports Center or one of the nightly news.
They haven't taken over like this since something bad happened
There
with
you
the
go. And that's what I'm
Petrino
talking
wreck.
about, like something good. Like he asked me the question. He's like, well, when's the last time it happened? Like April 1st, 2012.
It was also, now the last time it was positive like this, where they took over the news, is when Petrino left the Falcons in the middle of the season. That was
Okay,
number one Sports
ba-
Center story.
basketball-wise.
But basketball-wise, I mean, it's been the
Okay.
championship.
So the
94 was the last
the
time.
collateral and the capital that you get simply from John Calipari's name is worth anything. Let me ask you this: you're a 5-star recruit. Chris Jans, Chris Beard, Will Wade, and John Calipari walk into a room. Who do you know? Well, but answer the question: who do you know?
Well, you know Calipari.
You know Calipari. You know who the other guys are.
Right.
Calipari on that alone is worth whatever you're going to pay him.
Look, he's always been able to recruit, but the last 5 years he's last 5 times in the tournament he's 1 and 4
That's
in the last 5 NCAA tournament games. So that's the thing right there. There's no doubt they're going to get talent here. Is he going to adapt, or is he going to stay the same? If he stays the same, you have funded his retirement partially for the next 4 or 5 years. But if he adapts, not change. See, people get this. I think this is different, Zach. People say he needs to change. I don't think he needs to change. I just think he needs to adapt to the way college basketball. If he is willing to do that at 65 years of age, this could go very well. If he is just going to come in here and do the Calipari lap dance, and and not change at all or adapt at all, well, then, I mean, you're going to win a lot of games, but ultimately you're not going to duplicate the success you had in March. It doesn't look like under Musselman. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
I mean,
The other thing, and I heard this, and this is where I kind of went, his son, he wants to hire his son as their personal. He was at Vanderbilt under Jerry Stackhouse, who obviously was let go. That sets off alarm bells to me. But you know what? He's got a 12-month grace period. Whatever he does in the next 12 months doesn't matter. It's going to be that second season. If you're struggling or you're not in the second weekend by year 2, people around here are going to start getting a little upset.
Oh, yeah.
So I know that there was somebody, I forget who it was, one of the national guys says, well, you can go there with no expectation. Bull bleep.
Yeah,
wait.
That's the thing I've laughed. There's less pressure here.
Oh,
You've never been here.
Buddy, you don't know.
You've never been here.
The thing about Lexington is you can insulate yourself. Here, people will seek you out.
Yeah.
They will seek you out.
All right. We are going to open up the phones here on Ruscin and Zach today. And you can react to this, 866-285-4005. You can also react to the eclipse if you'd like to. It looks like the sun's back out now. It kind of went away for a little while.
Back to work, you rubes.
That's right.
Jeez.
And again, if you are still here, we're the ones left behind, and the other people have been taken to the good place. So I don't know what to tell you. We'll be right back.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies candidates with the right skills, sends you great matches, then you can easily invite them to apply. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. See for yourself. Go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Hey Razorback fans, Alumni Hall is your ultimate Razorback shopping experience. The best and largest selection of licensed apparel for the whole family. Nike, Champion, Columbia, Onward Reserve, Peter Millar, plus Yeti accessories and gifts. Arkansas students, faculty, and military receive 10% off in-store with ID, and you can earn cash back with our Hall Pass rewards. You can get $10 off for every 150 points you earn. Alumni Hall, located next to Whole Foods, or shop alumnihall.com. Alumni Hall, where Razorback fans shop.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
At Progressive, we know money can't buy happiness. But money did buy your boat, where you find peace fishing, unlike at home with 3 teenage daughters. Because fish never argue about who stole whose crop top, or get mad the other fish used up all the hot water. No, they just swim around, never embarrassed to be seen with you in public. So save money by bundling your boat or RV insurance with home or auto from Progressive. And buy more happiness, or something close to it. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers, not available in all states.
It's time to vote for your favorite high school player of the week. ESPN Arkansas and Shamrock Roofing and Construction are recognizing the most outstanding high school student athletes. Visit hitthatline.com each week to vote for your favorite athlete of the week. The high school player of the week is brought to you by Shamrock Roofing and Construction. No one can install a better roof at a better price with a better warranty than Shamrock. Visit them at shamrockroofer.com. Visit the nominees each week at hitthatline.com.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at mcclartydaniel.com.
Brothers Roofing and Restoration, a licensed and insured local roofing contractor in Arkansas. Since his playing days for the Hogs, Brother Alexander has been on rooftops, many years as an adjuster, and in the past decade as a roofing contractor. He knows how to help you through the insurance process while replacing your roof using only the industry's best materials. And being a lifelong Arkansan, he'll be here to stand behind his workmanship and warranty. Call 479-353-3877 to arrange a time for Brother and his team to inspect your roof.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. You need the Lindbergh team, home of Arkansas's only instant offer program. Get a cash offer on your home in only 72 hours. Lindbergh Real Estate Group is the #1 team in Arkansas with over $1 billion sold and voted best of the best 10 years in a row, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and now the River Valley. Find out more at lindberghteam.com. LIMBIRD.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Brett and Shannon Brundage at Fish City Grill. Local Arkansans who grew up in the state and are Razorback fans just like you. At Fish City Grill, you'll taste the difference with fresh shucked oysters and their chalkboard specials. Fish City Grill in Rogers, available for curbside pickup and delivery. 479-636-8833. Come by and see their team at 2003 South Bellevue Road in Rogers.
Fish City Grill, your home for all things seafood.
It's Zach from the Ruscin and Zach Show. You've probably heard us talking in the afternoons about United Roofing and Waterproofing. Joey Viviano has always excelled on the residential side and also offers the same great service commercially. So if you're a business owner in Arkansas sick of striking out with other companies, call Joey. Consultations are always free, and you can schedule them online at unitedrw.com. Fall in love with your roof like our starting pitching rotation. Call Joey at 479-312-7369. 312-7369.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers behind Newt's. Sponsored by 2 of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV, with brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago. On-site financing available, plus food trucks, a variety of vendors, and bounce house for the kids. Make plans to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th. 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. We don't care if you love them or you hate them. All we ask is that you keep listening. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
News is brought to you by Good Chair, because I had to have a place to sit. Get Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks, and you would like a seat in the Good Chair. Reports now circulating. John Calipari is on his way to the University of Arkansas. If you ask our local media, they had it the whole time. They just couldn't tell you about it. Crap. Calipari is 855 and 263 in college. Won the national title in 2012. Calipari replaces that short guy who left for USC. Arkansas forward Trevin Brazil said, "I'm gone." He's headed to the NBA draft. In your own joke. Razorback baseball team swept Ole Miss over the weekend. They're 27-3. San Jose State is this week's tomato can. The Razorbacks, by the way, have won 21 straight. That's the school record at home. Your Ruscin and Zach Expos brought to you by our good friends at Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale. 479-225-8809 for all of your heat and air needs. DQ, your opinion on the hire. Are you in the wait-and-see camp, or are you booking a trip to the Final Four?
We'll wait and see.
59.5% of you said we'll wait and see.
Be negative, DQ. How dare you?
Sorry.
He's going to win 5 national titles in 5 years. Don't you know
he's
that?
going to win 5 national titles this year.
Oh, that's right. He's going to be 5. I'm sorry.
DQ, should anything that requires you to assemble it be sold at a discount? Asking for a friend.
Yes, especially if they don't add in the Allen wrench or any of the tools that you would need to build the thing.
93.1% of you said yes. DQ, what is the latest acceptable dinner time at a restaurant? 8 p.m., 9 p.m., or 10 p.m.?
8.
74% of you said 8 p.m. I was told 10 is the latest that you can make a dinner reservation for. That's insane.
That's like a fancy restaurant dinner time.
Okay. DQ, when you say you're giving someone your full attention, how much are you actually giving them? Percentage-wise.
Like 70.
70%? 44.1% of you said 51 to 75%. Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls. Brought to you by Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale. 479-225-8809. As a PSA, some of you may need to go scrub your social media because he is your coach now.
Whoops.
Just
now, fortunately, no one here has ever popped a blood vessel in their hand talking about John Calipari on the radio before.
Either this league is not serious about getting better at college basketball, which could very well be true, or it's just I don't know.
Wait a minute. You want to penalize Kentucky because they're successful?
I'm confused.
Do they want to make the league better?
So not giving Kentucky less exposure.
How does that help the league? It doesn't help the league.
Okay, but them not going, how does that help the league?
It makes it more even. I don't know. I just don't like seeing Calipari's smug, arrogant face all over my television every single day. I hate it. I can't stand it anymore. I'm tired of him.
All right. So
sick of it. Stop it. Stop it.
Stop it. Stop it now. Stop it. For God's sake, stop.
I'm tired of him. I hate him. He's cheating his butt off over there, and no one does anything about it.
Whoops. Would you like to be the first?
What?
To say, welcome, coach.
Oh, I would like to extend a laurel and hearty handshake to John Calipari, the only coach they've ever hired who I have given the double bird to. So, I mean, that's never happened before.
Now, some of these departmental meetings are going to get weird because Dave Van Horn probably owes him an apology.
He was waving at him, too.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Just thinking out loud.
Yeah. And to all the people that say that I impact, the terrible state of affairs, well, in spite of that and me flipping off John Calipari, he's still coming to work here. So maybe I'm not that influential after all. Maybe that's what the case is.
I'd run
there.
With that.
That's probably the case.
Anyway.
Yeah. So let's just calm down about the angry kid. All right. There you go. Yeah. All righty. So he's coming here, and there you go.
Musselman's got to be sitting when he heard the news. He went, "What? Wait, what? What?
Well, here's
$8 million.
Hey, I have
an NIL fund.
I have a theory because everyone always worried about this. Mm-hmm. So maybe this is still in play. We don't know what's happening out there. Do you think Muss takes the Kentucky job? Do you think that? I mean, everybody around here was scared to death. Oh God, he's going to leave for Kentucky.
So a couple of things. Muss, you were the problem.
It's me. Hi.
Yeah, Muss was the problem. The Kentucky. Now, here's what's going to happen: is Arkansas has completely stolen the news cycle. At least from noon yesterday.
They have, dare I say, eclipsed the news cycle.
Get out.
Thank you.
That's terrible.
Thank you.
Thank you. From noon yesterday till probably 5 o'clock today, they're going to own the news cycle. Then, of course, you got the national title game tomorrow. This is going to spin to the Kentucky search, which, if you thought this was a dumpster fire, folks, buckle up because that place, here's the thing about Kentucky is everybody is within reach except Dan Hurley. I think Dan Hurley would turn it down, no questions asked. But everybody is in play. That is the primo job in this sport. That place, because they can pay and they can pay their players and they can pay the coach. Somebody is going to run into that job and is going to make a fortune.
I'm watching video from WKYT television. They sent a camera person to follow Calipari while he was walking his dog today in Lexington.
Well, yeah. So apparently
along Richmond Road,
there was a report out that Calipari had called a players meeting at his house.
Yeah.
To let now. Weird.
Well, this is earlier
today. You're basically sending for the kids. I don't know how many of them are actually going to show up, but we talked about it the other day. Like, the high school kids in this state.
Why does he have a stroller?
Because he's walking. It's a poodle. The high school kids in this state are now back in play. which is exciting. You guys want Arkansas kids? Your coach before you had no relationships with any of these coaches. Ain't going to take long for these guys to warm up to Cal. Welcome.
You know what else? You know who else is happy today? Sam Pittman. He's been bought another year.
I don't think so.
I do. They're not going to be able to go to these same people in 6 months and say, hey, can we have $40 million again to go fix football? It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. What has happened now is Tyson and Jerry Jones, they've punted for the next 5 years on football. They're like, you're throwing good money after bad. It's pointless. We can make a lot of noise in basketball with the right money, and they're going for it in basketball. They are going all in.
This feels like one or maybe two big donors are in on basketball, and they're going to you can't have your football program. Look, your baseball team, I told you, is going to win the national title. Your basketball team is right there. You're now back in the conversation simply by hiring this coach. You cannot have your football team lag so far behind that it's irrelevant.
They just need them to tread water for 5 years.
They're not treading water against that schedule.
They need to tread water. That's what they need to do. That's all they're asking for. Just don't go 2-10. If you go 2-10, you have to fight. You have to blow it up and start
fine.
over.
5-7.
No, if they go 5-7, he'll be okay. I believe that this money isn't unlimited. There's only so many chicken nuggets in the world. All right, this money is not unlimited. So I believe that they have strategically gone in on basketball because they think they're closer. They're obviously very close to a title in baseball, but in the sports that actually make money, football and men's basketball, which one is more attainable in the next 5 years? Men's basketball. Yeah. So they're going all in on that, and they just need football to not embarrass you for 5 years. That's all. That's the only asking. The only thing they're asking for over there.
We
tread water.
We do have something that is very near and dear to our hearts. There are over 4,000 followers now on the Arkansas Edge Twitter page.
Best news of all of this.
Yep, 4,100 now.
I'm so disappointed it wasn't me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
it happened all so fast. I looked at it yesterday. I didn't expect it to get to 4,000 over the weekend.
I honestly thought I had died when I had read this today. I'm like, what happened here? Like, what's going on? And then you went to ESPN and like the first 6 things were like these big pictures and like, how can Calipari bring Arkansas back? I'm like, what am I awake? What is going on here? Because they don't talk about Arkansas in the big things on ESPN unless somebody effed up. Yeah, that's the only time they do it.
They don't.
And they didn't do that. Not today. Not now. It was bizarre. I did think the eclipse would end us all. I'm like, you know what? We can't have nice things.
Here's the other thing. And then this goes back to kind of the mechanics of a coaching search. I don't think the beard thing was real. I think this was all
a total smokescreen.
This was all, hey, I need you to this is an errand. I need you to go out and make it seem, because you don't hire John Calipari in 8 hours. John, that had been in the works for a bit. So this feels like whoever their errand boy is over there, they sent him to Beard or they sent him to Tang or whoever it was, just so they could say, well, we're looking over here. They did not want anything to compromise what they were working on. And that's the way these things go. It's a big smoke screen. Guy comes out at the last minute. That's your candidate. So I don't think the Beard thing was real. Maybe they talked to him, but it just didn't feel like there was a whole lot of effort there.
I don't think Juracek ever talked to him.
Maybe not.
Maybe the outsiders may have. Yeah,
they sent an errand boy over there just to say, hey, do you have any interest in this?
Or it was a good old fashioned trial balloon.
Maybe they had sent somebody to just gas up.
But
the plane.
What it did was it bought them time and got everybody distracted for a couple of days, and then everybody thought the whole thing was going down the toilet while they were actually getting work done behind the scenes.
One business day.
That's right.
Was how long you did not have a coach. One business day.
We've got a couple of texts here on the McClarty Daniel hotline at Joe and Van Buren. You think John Tyson can throw in a new arena so we can call it Chicken House? No, the Chicken Ranch is what you got to call it. The Chicken Ranch. Come on. That's what you got to call it. It's a great idea. Let's see here. There was another one I wanted to read here. I can't find it. We'll get back. By the way, Twitch isn't working. Oh, now Twitch is working now. It wasn't working a second ago, and I have no control over it. But now it is working. So all you Twitchers out there, all you people twitching, welcome to the web stream here on Ruscin and Zach, or whatever we call this deal. All right. 866-285-4005 is how you can join us on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Are Ruscin and Van Horn on the welcome committee? It's about the only way. Although we were kind of in the same room on Saturday, kind of. Not really because it was outdoors. But, no, that's about the only way that would happen.
Yeah, you're not. Well, I mean, you are a donor now, so.
I was in his house on Saturday at the game. Snuck in. Nobody was. Well, as I told people, only one guy wanted to whip my ass. But, I mean, that was it. So I thought that was pretty good at the game on Saturday.
What? I'm sorry, I wasn't.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
I went to the game on Saturday.
I caught the tail end of that.
And when the fiance went to get drinks or refreshments, whatever, and when she came back, I said, "Well, only one guy wanted to whip my ass while you were gone." So
solid.
That was the joke. Okay. It wasn't a great joke, but it was a joke nonetheless.
It was funny.
That's your humor coming across.
Yeah, that is my sense of humor coming across. Yes.
Really?
You're still here, DQ? Oh, I'm kidding. All right, let's.
What are we wearing today?
South Carolina sweater.
That would be garnet and black.
You want like some real South Carolina stuff? Like inside the building South Carolina stuff?
Sure.
I can hook you up with that. I know a guy.
Okay.
Yes, he does.
Right. I know a guy.
Right. All right, let's go to Ben in Fayetteville on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Hi, Ben.
Guys, this is absolutely epic. I have not heard Ruscin this fired up since, I don't remember when. It seems like a weekly thing. This is epic. The drama continues. The drama builds. And I love that you pointed out that the Arkansas media said they, quote, knew about this. I think it's ironic. And I think it's so amazing they had to get the chicken man to bring in a head coach. For all the people that hated California, right, like we're sorry cards, or we're grateful you're here, even though we gave you the double bird. I remember you saying that. I think this is epic. This keeps with everything. Question is, now that Brazil is going and committing, how many people come back from the former roster? Does Battle come back? Does Devo come back? Does Calipari even want them? Does he even want them? And how many of these 4 and 5 stars at Kentucky follow him here? You guys are the best. I don't care what DQ says about you. When she's screening the calls, take care.
All right, thank you, Ben. Well, I'm glad you asked because I'm looking at the current roster, and they have no one from last year's team and one recruit, Isaiah Elohim. That's it. There are 12. This is a blank canvas for John Calipari to do whatever the hell he wants with. And maybe he gets a 7-footer out of Arizona or brings some people from Kentucky with him. I don't know.
Yeah, there was a 7-footer, Ahmad Bradshaw from Kentucky that entered the portal today.
Could they get 2 7-footers?
Well, look, again, it depends on what Calipari wants to do. He likes bigs. Anthony Davis is a big. He likes bigs. So I would imagine if you are 6'10" or greater, he would like to have a word with you.
Yes.
And you can dribble and shoot a basketball. He would love to have that conversation. Again, blank canvas, and he's got to get to work. He's got to get. I think he's probably got to get 5 or 6 real quality players pretty quick and get the ball rolling. How many of the Kentucky kids want to come with him?
The other key to this is and if you get people out of the portal, this is what you're doing: is you got to get some experience. I mean, you've got to mix in experienced guys with a dollop of a couple of younger players in there. You can't do it with 8 one-and-dones. It doesn't work anymore. It didn't really work, honestly, at Kentucky. I mean, he went to, hasn't went to the Final Four in 10 years. So it's again, don't change, but adapt. The things out there, things have evolved with college basketball. You've got, if you come in here and think you can do the same, roster building from 2010, it's not going to work. But if you adapt, it could go very well.
The era of the skinny high school kid, 5 of them leading you to the promised land is probably
it's over with. And you don't have time to, and no one develops people like that anymore because if they don't play, they leave. No one sticks around for 3 years.
If they do develop, they leave.
That's right. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Charlie and Camden's on the McClarty Daniel hotline. Hi, Charlie.
What's up, guys? Did you guys go outside and stare at the eclipse? What did you guys do that before the show?
DQ and I did. Zach called us rubes and tourists for doing that, so he wasn't as much of a participant as I still have my eclipse glasses right now here. So,
darn, Zach. Well, you just didn't participate, man. It's all good.
Tourists.
Hey, guys, I will say this about Cal. And, what he did do this year offensively think they were top 5 offense in the country. And they were talking about his offense more so adapting. They were terrible defensively. I don't know if you guys remember, we went down there and scored almost 100 on them down there. That I think he somewhat hopefully figured out. You got to speed the pace up and all that stuff with the new age of basketball. That's kind of what it is. You guys were talking about the bigs that hopefully he might look at. Hopefully if one of them can knock down shots too, because I think that's another thing with bigs. Like I know you got Zach Edey out there, but they got 4 guys around him who can shoot. So at all times, so not a lot of you can't just. I mean, they can double him, but he can find guys. So that's another thing that I hope that I do think that he will bring in the talent. That's not the question. I think you guys pointed that out. He's gonna bring the talent, but as you guys said, can he adapt? Not change, because he can bring guys in here. Can he get a mixture of those 5 stars out of high school and then also the portal guys? But hey, what I've heard, they've given him $6 million to work with in NIL money. So hey, there's not going to be much of an excuse. They've given him the money to work with, and supposedly it's up there. And that's because we went and got the guy they wanted us to get. So talking about Tyson. So anyway, so no excuses. Hopefully he can figure this out. I am excited for that. He's one of those type of coaches. You hate him if he's not coaching you. Some people have their opinion about him, but you hate him if he's on the other team. But maybe he can win us over as a fan base. I just want to win. That's all it is. So y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate
The
it.
other thing about him, every coach they brought in here, you're like, are they up to the challenge? They've never coached at this level in the SEC at a program like this. He has. He's good. So the learning curve should not be short for him. He should be able to hit the ground running and get to work.
If he's willing, if this is just, him running away from Kentucky and not really motivated to reinvent himself, then this is just going to be a 5-year help pay for my retirement island in the Mediterranean or whatever. But if he's actually willing to put in the work, then this could be all that stuff. Hey, our podcast is brought to you by United Roofing and Waterproofing. Joy Viviano and his team service commercial, residential, and industrial roofs. Get your consultation scheduled at unitedrw.com or call Joey at 479-312-7369. 312-7369, United Roofing and Waterproofing.
Jersey Mike's, locally owned and operated in Rogers, Bentonville, Fayetteville, and Springdale, believes in the value of ingredients, premium meats, the freshest vegetables, and delectable bread baked throughout the day. And then there's the juice that elevates your sandwich to the highest level. You'll taste the difference in every bite. Jersey Mike's subs are perfect for catering the office or your next tailgate party. Their cookie and brownie trays are the perfect finale to any type of gathering. Fresh baked daily, right there in the store. Jersey Mike's, the best submarine sandwich on the planet. Always.
The future of medicine is here at QC Kinetics. Hi, Tommy Kraft here for QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. Regenerative medicine. If you're tired of achy joints, if your joint pain is keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call QC Kinetics right now. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative treatments that deliver lasting results. We're talking natural biologics, using your body's power to repair and restore damaged tissue. Call QC Kinetics now to learn more about exciting options. This is a revolutionary approach that can get you long-term relief with no downtime, no drugs, and no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234. 999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
WT Equipment is your home for New Holland ag and construction equipment, sales, parts, and service for high horsepower row crop tractors and combines, utility tractors and hay equipment, compact track loaders, and mini excavators. WT Equipment has it all. Stop by one of their 8 locations to explore the value of New Holland tractors and see why New Holland hay equipment and twin rotor combines are second to none in harvesting ability. Need to upgrade your construction equipment fleet? Give WT Equipment a call. Come by a store or check out their website, WTEquip.com. Are you in a constant battle with mosquitoes outside your house? Well, stop smacking yourself in the face and call Mosquito Joe. Whether it's playing ball with the kids or cooking out with friends, Mosquito Joe treatments allow you to enjoy your yard without the nuisance of pesky mosquitoes, ticks, and fleas. No more itching and no more wasting time on smelly bug sprays that don't work. Visit arkansas.mosquitojoe.com or call 479-202-9960 to get more information and a free quote. With Mosquito Joe, outside is fun again. Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Guild Mortgage. Guild Mortgage. Hey, this is Joey at Guild, located at 816 North Main Street here in Harrison. Many people ask me if it's a good time to buy, and the answer is yes. Even with the rising rates, it's a great time to buy. Here at Guild, we'll give you the honest and trustworthy advice on purchasing a home. So give us a call at 870-416-3755 or online at guildmortgage.com, and we will help you through the home loan process. Guild Mortgage Company, Equal Housing Opportunity, Company MLS 3274, Individual MLS 410-478. All loan subject to underwriting approval. Terms and conditions apply. Subject to change without notice.
When you bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive, you could save money, but it doesn't cover any terrible memories living rent-free in your head.
Remember when one of your best players got injured, but not like on a play or anything? He got injured celebrating a play, and it's not like it was a game-winning play or in the playoffs, and he was out the rest of the season because he was injured while celebrating? Yeah.
Sorry, we can't save you from that memory, but we could save you money bundling your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Renters insurance and bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
Foghorns is celebrating its 20th year in Northwest Arkansas with a new menu, new items, and new lower prices with the same fresh ingredients. Choose up to 40 different flavors of wings and tenders, always prepared fresh to fryer, or choose an always fresh certified Angus beef burger on locally made bread. With 30 to 50 TVs per location, Foghorns is your place to watch all the basketball this March. And Foghorns Happy Hour is Monday through Friday from 2 to 6 p.m. and all day on Sunday, with all domestic bottles only $3.25. With 5 locations in Northwest Arkansas. Eat fresh, eat local, and ditch the chains. Foghorns.
Good Monday morning to our meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready weather forecast. We're off to a comfortable start to the day with temperatures mainly into the 40s and 50s. By the afternoon, get ready for those warm afternoon highs today in Northwest Arkansas. Upper 70s, low 80s, a nice mix of sun and clouds. Overnight lows tonight will dip down into the mid-50s, but we are watching for widespread and heavy rain mixed in with a few isolated, possibly strong to severe thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready weather.
ESPN 99.5. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Well, not everybody's on board with this.
Who isn't on board with this?
We've got some texts here on the McClarty Daniel hotline. See, we report, you decide. We are actually fair and balanced here, unlike the news. We are actually fair and balanced. A high-fat carnivore has texted in, this will be a disaster. Going to be like John Chavis. All right, so there's one opinion on the situation.
Slow down. How many games did Kentucky win this year?
I
They
don't
were a 3 seed. Settle down. It's going to be fine.
Here is a text out of the 870. This is the most pathetic fan base in the SEC. All our accomplishments are in hype and hope, never results. They could hire John Wooden if he wasn't dead, and they'd still fail. Just another trick to increase prices, and we'll still get garbage product. Yeah, your ticket prices are going up, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck with that.
Oh, yes. Also, this is the most qualified coach you've ever hired in any sport ever. He might be the most qualified university employee in anything ever.
That
ever hired.
guarantees nothing.
No, it doesn't guarantee anything.
Guarantees
But
nothing.
it's better than every other coach they've hired. You've had questions coming in about can they handle the job? Can they do the job? We don't have to ask that question with him. Now it's just a question.
Will he win enough?
Will he
Is the
win
question.
enough? Enough is the key word.
This is my favorite text of the day so far from the 479. Much like Oswald, Beard was a patsy.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, that's fantastic. So the Texters are off to a flying start today here on Ruscin and Zach on this day that Arkansas is reportedly bringing in John Calipari to be the next basketball coach. Someone just sent us another Kentucky player, Joey Hart, is going into the portal. He played 10 minutes last year in Lexington for Kentucky.
Okay.
There you go. All righty. Well, there we are. There it is. Now, here's what this has an opportunity to be. Okay. Now, I'm not saying this is the way it'll be. And anyone who's telling you definitively this will work is, like we said, there are no guarantees with any of this stuff. But remember when, about 10 years ago or so, when Hugh Freeze kept beating Alabama? Remember that?
Yes.
And what did Nick Saban do? He went and got Lane Kiffin, and they weren't running I formation football anymore. This is what Calipari has a chance to do here. This is a chance to reinvent yourself to a degree. You're still the Hall of Famer and all that stuff, and so was Saban, by the way. I mean, if he never won another after those 2 losses, Ole Miss, if he never won another game, he still got all the accolades and everything. But this to me looks like an opportunity if he chooses it, if he chooses this path to reinvent yourself, and and it's really not about style; it's more about roster construction.
Yeah, which has changed over the last couple of years. I mean, you can put a competitive roster together pretty quickly. You don't have to wait 2 or 3 years to get some high level guys. You can get them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'm certain that as this thing started to gain momentum, we found out about it on Sunday. I'm sure that Friday and Saturday this thing was going. He was making phone calls and getting in touch with guys that he thinks can be difference makers. I mean, Muss did it. He had a guy commit to him here, and then he immediately hopped and went to Southern Cal.
Yeah.
So it's very doable.
And now Musselman may go to Kentucky, so that'd be hilarious.
I don't think that's going to happen.
It's like that time Piazza went to the Marlins for 2 weeks, and then he went to the Mets.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that deal.
Yeah, like the trade and waiting.
That's right. Yeah. Oh. Here's Evan M. He heard your comment about most qualified employee.
Yep.
He says, I imagine some award-winning astrophysicist in a dark lab somewhere throwing a glass beaker against the wall in disgust. You son of a...
To quote Bobby Knight, 82,000 people don't show up to watch the chem lab.
That's right. Oh, wow. Okay. So here's video of, I believe, Odell Beckham Jr. on my screen looking at the eclipse with no glasses on. Well, best of luck to you.
Not everybody's smart, okay? Not everybody's smart.
That was bizarre, though. I mean, it was weird outside.
Mm-hmm.
It was like windy and like cool, and it was that was different.
That was the rapture coming.
Yeah. Well, I'm still here, so
right,
I didn't get
we're
raptured.
still here. No, it's
I'm a sinner. Is that what that means?
Rapture, pick people up in Lowell.
I love that the center of the athletic department, like you can't imagine this. The center of the athletic department is now like 3 blocks from this radio station. How great is that? Wasn't it?
No. Well, he doesn't. He's not even in the building anymore.
Well, he's over. Is he on the compound? Oh, well, never mind. Then I take it all back. Did you know you have deep connected Springdale sources? Did you know about all this and just not tell us? This is your opportunity. You have an in with the rest of the mainstream media.
I've met John Tyson twice.
Okay.
Weird dude.
But you know Springdale people.
I do.
You know the people.
I do know the people, yes.
See, if anybody had an opportunity to say, well, I knew this, but I couldn't tell you, it would be you. Take the win.
I had
here.
absolutely no idea. But I knew the first 3 names were not who we were looking at. But I have enjoyed watching some of our lesser Arkansas quote-unquote media members taking a victory lap today saying, I knew it all along. I just couldn't tell
you people.
Right. So the happy...
Well, then what's your job?
The happy hedge is this. Big things are coming. And then you wait. I told you. Nobody knew anything. And it was at the last minute that somebody chose, somebody had a little rock. Hey, it's happening. Go ahead. Tell everybody you know. And then it just spreads. That's how this happens. And this is how it's going to continue to happen. There was one of our friends, Robert Nashville, who was in one of these Twitter spaces last night telling everybody he knew things were happening. Okay, well, what? Cite your source. But of course, nobody ever does. Like, the couple of times I've had information, I've gone, here's who told me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Cite your source, man. If you've got something, cite it. Otherwise, shut the bleep up. You don't know anything. You know nothing. You're guessing.
Yeah.
It's like hacker sent me a text last night. Told you. Like, congratulations on your 10th guess.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. You hit a golf ball enough, you're eventually going to get a hole in one.
A broken clock's right twice a day. I mean,
nobody knew anything.
Yeah, it's funny though. I mean, and I had this is the most delightful coaching search I've ever experienced here because of the timing of it. For 2 days, I didn't even look at anything. It was great.
Right.
Like Saturday, I didn't look at anything. Yesterday, I didn't look at anything. It was great. I was like, they'll pick somebody. I don't care. It's fine with me. Like I didn't have to worry about stressing over chasing down every false rumor for 3 days.
Now here's the other thing: is Cal was out on a walk with his dog this morning. Weird, very weird.
Yeah.
And somebody stopped and asked him a question. A, he's wearing blue.
Yeah, he was.
And B, he declined to answer any questions.
Yeah.
He just wanted to walk his dog. Now,
right.
That's fine. I don't have any problem with that. But he's pushing a stroller and walking a dog.
Okay. Yeah. My question is, what's in the stroller? Another dog?
This is a great question. Could be muscle.
Could be.
Go ahead, hit the bell. Fine.
What's wrong with that? He doesn't work here anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have to kiss his ass anymore.
Yeah.
Screw him.
Yeah.
He sucks. He wasn't that good anyway. We didn't want him anyway. Yeah, I don't know what's it. Yeah, this TV station went and chased down Calipari
Leave our guy alone.
while he was walking his dog today. WKYT television. I'm sure they're going to hear from Hog Twitter and after this video goes around the internet a few times. And yeah, he's walking a dog, but he's also pushing a stroller. And my question is, what's in the stroller? Supplies for the dog? Another dog? I don't know. But I have a real problem if the sitting head coach at Arkansas is walking a dog in a stroller. That is some idle rich stuff.
I don't know what was going on.
I know he's idle rich, but
he was also on his phone. There was a lot going on in that whole thing.
A lot of deals being cooked up. A lot of things happening. He's got calls to make. He's got important stuff to do about this new job and all that stuff. He's got a lot happening for him. Got a lot going on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. But that's what's going on. All right. But yeah, it was the timing on that. I hope all of the coaching searches are on weekends from now on, because I don't have to mess with any of this stuff for 2 days.
Yeah.
It's great. It was
so
great. What a great weekend.
You just look at your phone on Monday and go, okay, well, that happened. And
yeah, I woke up this morning, I put ESPN on. I'm like, oh, they got a coach. All right. And then you move on. Like, it was great. I finally figured it out after 10 of these. Don't stare at your laptop all day. Go touch grass. It's the best way to do it. You're onto something. The DQ also didn't check on anything over the weekend.
No,
great.
she didn't.
It's the only way to do this, man. It's the only way to do it. This text claims that in the stroller was Tusk 6.
Maybe.
Are we on to Tusk 7 now? I lost track. I don't know where we are on that. I don't know. Anyway. There you go. Yeah. Well, that's one thing that won't happen here is they won't send a camera crew to when he's walking his dog to ask him a question.
No, well, because the blessing is behind a gate.
Yes, sir. That's correct. Yes. Unless you know the code, which like half the county does.
Is it Impression Day? Can we do John Chaney?
God, I love that clip so much, and now it's relevant.
Kill you! Kill you! Somebody needs to go to the press conference and do the John Chaney, dress up like Chaney.
It's with a loosened red tie and rolled up sleeves.
Your kids are out there. Go! I'll kill you! I'll kick your ass!
That's fun stuff. Oh man. Well, now you wait. Now all of the Arkansas fans are going to start walking their dogs with a stroller.
Oh, yeah. It'll be the
mean?
It'll be the Halloween costume this year.
That's right.
Blue pullover with a poodle.
That's right. A puppy on a string.
DQ, you've got to be thrilled that it's Calipari.
Sure.
That was very convincing.
I was quite surprised.
She's just thrilled it's not Chris Beard.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I did call my dad last night whenever I did get on Twitter at probably 10 or so last night and saw all the national people reporting. So I did wake up my father to call him because I figured that was news he wanted to know.
Yeah, that's worthy of a phone call.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And he was also quite surprised.
He back from camping on his own?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. You mean he didn't watch the eclipse at the campground?
No, he watched it in Leslie. They went down to Leslie.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. We're back here in a minute on Ruscin and Zach. 866-285-4005 is how you can join us on the McClarty-Daniel hotline. We'll have more of all this reaction and hype and hullabaloo and rigmarole and all that coming up here. Plus more John Chaney impressions. Stay with us.
It's Monday, April 8th. I'm Phil Reed. This is your 4029 News Update. Today, people across the country, including here in Arkansas, are getting ready for the eclipse. The eclipse is expected to be one of the largest tourism events ever for Arkansas, bringing in hundreds of thousands of visitors. Dave Parker with RDOT says that they have seen a 10% increase in traffic across the state. ESPN has reported John Calipari, the current head basketball coach for Kentucky, is finalizing a deal with Arkansas. ESPN says sources told them a 5-year contract is in the works. The Razorbacks taking another all-season blow with Tremont Mark entering the transfer portal. Razorback softball got a big win against rival Mizzou, clinching his first series win over the Tigers in 6 years. From the River Valley to Northwest Arkansas and everywhere in between, make 4029 your home for the best live, local, and late-breaking news.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-Sparky.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks is always adding exciting cocktails to the menu, like the expertly balanced Sincoro Hall of Fame Margarita. Try it at your local lodge today.
Hi, this is Garen Armstrong with Shamrock Roofing and Construction. That small roofing company my father started 45 years ago has now become one of the largest roofing companies in America by following one rule, the golden rule. No one can install a better roof at a better price, a better warranty than Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Let our local family serve your family. Shamrock Roofing and Construction. Call today or visit us online at shamrockroofer.com.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. And Shelter is known for our award-winning customer service, satisfied customers, and a plan for you. Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call JT Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville on College Avenue.
Are you ready for some football? Well, the 2024 Brandon Burlsworth football camps will be here soon. Learn the game of football from Razorback greats at these half-day camps that are open to students aged 7 to 15 years old. Camp dates are May 31st at FS Garrison Stadium in Harrison and June 1st at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. Early registration is just $45. And remember, enrollment is limited. So register today at BrandonBurlsworth.org.
Do you own a business or are you starting a new business? Sign Studio is the answer to all of your brick and mortar advertising needs. Sign Studio can wrap your new company vehicle or an entire fleet of vehicles, manufacture and install stunning road and building signs, or simply print a banner and set of business cards to get you started. No matter where you are in business, Sign Studio is with you. With friendly service and smiling faces, Sign Studio is your source for complete visual marketing. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 250-4844.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at empower.com.
Country's hottest rising star, Riley Green.
There was this girl.
Ain't My Last Rodeo Tour. Saturday, April 27th, Walmart Amp. With Tracy Lawrence and Ella Langley. On sale now at amptickets.com. Riley Green, live.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen? Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach continues here on ESPN Arkansas. If you're still here and you weren't taken during the eclipse, well, you're left over. I don't know what to tell you.
Who was supposed to come
All that
take us
Sunday
during-
school didn't pay off.
No.
I'm sorry. I want to apologize for that.
Who was supposed to take us?
You know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You
The
should
big guy.
know. You're Catholic.
The big guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the big guy.
You know, I found out. I heard a rumor today that I love being Catholic because I can just walk in on a Wednesday and I wash everything away.
Yeah,
and I'm
you got
good
the
to go.
easy part.
Apparently, it now requires a little bit more effort than that.
Are you renouncing your Catholicism?
No, not yet. I got to get some more information. I'd like to see maybe a dossier on this because apparently you have to actually
Charts and graphs?
You actually have to go now in order to get the full
What
blessing.
was your confirmation name?
I don't remember. DQ, that was like 40 years ago.
That was a long time
It was
ago.
a long
I feel
time
like
ago.
that's something you remember. Can you find out? I'm curious.
Do you have to do anything in Latin?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
What's that called where you have to go, catechisms?
Catechisms, yes, I did that. To answer your question, yeah. I did, masses were in Latin until I was about 12.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, it's weird because I still have my
Was there a guy translating it in English?
No.
Oh, wow.
No, that's like the only Latin I knew was like I had this little it's called a missal, a book, and basically it had the translation, so you learned that.
How about that?
I should have taken Latin in high school because I was halfway there.
You were halfway there.
Instead
Take
of-
pig Latin,
right?
Yeah. We're all wearing some sort of a decorative clothing today too, which is exciting. The DQ is celebrating. For those of you not watching on Channel 8, DQ is wearing a South Carolina shirt. Zach is in a station polo.
Yes.
And I'm wearing my new Reunion Arena vintage T-shirt, which I'm very happy about. So we've got all that covered today. That's the attire for the show for those of you not watching on the television. All right, you can get in here and react to the John Calipari news. 866-285-4005 is how you can join us on the McClarty Daniel hotline. The university has not confirmed any of this yet, but it's just a matter of time, I would imagine, before that all happens.
Or this is going to be a hell of a week.
Or people are going to eat a crap sandwich, one or the other.
Or you were talking about the rapture. Here it comes.
That could be it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Let's see here. Where do we land? This is an interesting question. We got another text about this. We've gotten a few texts about this. Where do we land on the amount of credit Hunter Yurachek gets for this? Where do people land on this? Because I don't believe he is solely responsible for this. But then again, isn't it his job to connect people and like move the pieces around? So he did that. But I don't think he like out of the blue was like, is Calipari available? Let me ask you. I don't think he came up with this idea.
No, I think it came from John Tyson, who was a friend of John Calipari, who when, the Musselman drama started, John Tyson probably went, well, Cal's available and wouldn't mind moving. I'm sure that John Tyson and John Calipari have spoken.
They reportedly played golf together.
Okay.
Recently, maybe over the weekend or something. I think I saw that.
And you
somewhere.
get, hey, he's gettable. Then you have to go and do your due diligence and make sure that this is a good fit. But a lot of good fit that you have to do on this one. If John Calipari is available and willing to come to you, you do it.
The question isn't about the recruiting. Like, people are getting bogged down to a certain extent on the talent. There was even a piece today that I saw about, he's like an unprecedented recruiter. That's not the question. The question isn't about talent. The question is he going to win enough? Because he wasn't winning enough over there, and they were getting mad at him, and they didn't fire him. Here, the other thing I don't like about this? I don't like doing Kentucky a favor. That really bugs me. You're doing them a favor.
Well, hang on. Now, you are. Sometimes they may miss the guy who got away from him, running him out of town, or putting him in a position where he felt like he didn't want to be there. Depending on who they get, they could get the next Billy Clyde Gillespie.
They could. They could also get the next John Calipari. You don't know.
I would say, I did the research on this. They've only had 6 head coaches since Adolph Rupp retired in 1972. Name them.
Okay. Joe B. Hall.
Bing.
Eddie.
Yep.
Patino.
Yep.
Okay, this is easy now. Tubby Smith.
I just said his name.
Billy Gillespie and John Calipari.
Okay, those are the 6.
Yeah.
That's a pretty outside of Gillespie.
4 of them won a title. Joe B. Hall won a title in 78.
Eddie didn't.
Patino won it in 96. Tubby won it in 98.
So 4 of them.
Yeah, 4
of the 6 have won national titles.
Right. Right.
Yep. So
there you go.
That's a pretty good list.
Yeah, that's doing pretty well. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's go to the McCarty Daniel hotline. Big Mike is with us here on this Eclipse Day. Hi, Big Mike.
Hey, did you check your Twitter? I got it right on March 23rd. I picked him.
Hold on a second.
Also, I got it half wrong because I said Muss was going there, but later on I thought he's never going to.
Okay, then you didn't get it right.
Okay, here is what Big Mike wrote. I see it now, Big Mike. On March 23rd, Big Mike wrote, I know it's nuts, but I think we're basically going to trade coaches with Kentucky. I'm drinking heavily.
Yeah, so you were in a drunken stupor. You were throwing out names.
Congratulations.
Hey, I've made several bets that way that turned out really good.
Pretty good.
If there'd have been a line on that, I could have made some money.
Yeah.
I think he was tired of them, and they were tired of him. And I was thinking that then when I kept hearing about Kentucky griping, I said, he's going to come here because he knows he can still win here. He'll get plenty of money from Tyson. Well, you don't want to work for the Tysons. You don't get that much money, but that's what I thought.
Okay.
Let's see. You hear about that where the Pentagon said, UFOs, we never heard of UFOs.
I did not hear that.
And then, of course, yeah. And then all the UFO people went nuts. How can you say that? And all this stuff. And I'm sitting there going, why are you paying any attention to what comes out of the Pentagon? One of their own guys is in front of Congress saying they had dead aliens. And the other one said they tried to rebuild the flying saucers and couldn't do it. I said, the government is about keeping secrets. And part of doing that is causing chaos and being confusing. But they still went crazy anyway over it.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get off here.
All right, Big Mike. Thank you, man. There you go, Big Mike. They didn't know such thing as UFOs, allegedly. I don't know about all that. No. All right. Let's see here. Wes and Harrison. Kentucky will miss Cal when we, I assume he means Arkansas, go to the NCAA tournament next year and they lose on the first day of the SEC tournament.
Settle down. It's still Kentucky. Derek could go in there and win 20 games. He doesn't know a damn thing about basketball.
I know how to yell at officials and stomp my feet a lot,
Right.
though.
You
do
would
that.
You could win 20 at Kentucky.
You know, I wonder about that. And if we ever somehow get Cal on this show, I have one question. I have one question and one question only. When you stomp your feet a lot in those dress shoes, do you have to put like an insole in there? Because that hurts.
Yeah.
It's stomping your foot on a basketball court hurts in a regular shoe. I'm wondering if these coaches have, something in there, a little padding to help out. So, they're all stomping their feet and
cushiony
huffing
socks.
and puffing. Yeah, maybe they got
something like
that.
that.
Some orthotic socks or something like that.
Cal ever appears on this show. No.
You don't think so?
Not a
You don't think we can
chance.
get him?
Who's making the call?
You. I'll do it. Hell with it.
Yes, please
I'll do it.
Use a fake name.
I want to personally apologize for flipping him off 4 years ago when he was here getting thrown out of the game. I want to personally apologize. It's a lovely story.
So Overlord at the Smith Center, he's sorry. Look at the camera. Apologize.
I'm sorry. I did a bad thing. I have sinned against you, Lord.
Oh, I cannot wait for, let me see, it's April the 8th. I would say 17 days from now. Let him get settled. Let him, kind of work out.
We got plenty of time.
They are going to turn this off season into a Benny Hinn style tent revival tour they're going to roll everybody out there.
He'll sell out the arena in North Little
They
Rock.
are going
He'll sell
to
it out.
shake down every quarter and penny they can find in this state while the iron is still hot.
They sell out that arena in North Little Rock.
Oh my God. It will be
He's not doing these ham and eggers in like the hotel ballrooms.
No.
John needs a big room.
That's correct.
We're talking arenas, auditoriums.
He will be on a Joel Osteen's type
That's right.
tour, smiling away.
If by some miracle he goes to Cersei, he's not going to this high school cafeteria. He's going to the friggin' Benson Auditorium,
right.
5,000 seater. That's where he's going. All right,
That's correct.
That's it. All right. Sterling is with us here on the McClarty Daniel Hotline. Hi, Sterling. Sterling.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey. Got the dogs barking. They just get those big clips of you. About an hour, I guess, an hour and a few minutes ago. They still barking, going crazy. Guys, I can't find no. First off, I give Hunter, he's the athletic director. I would have gave him all the blame. This stuff would have went south. I got to give him all the credit. I know John Tyson might be the reason, but I got to give all the credit to the man I would have gave all the blame. That's just how I do things. I'm not one of these guys to say that it's the kids' fault when they lose and give the coach all the credit when they win. There's much magic when they win, and those kids ain't listening to them when they lose. I'm not that cat. If I give you the blame, I'm going to give you credit. And I was pretty upset with Mr. Juracek. He was bumming this stuff up pretty bad. But he gave me somebody I didn't think they could possibly get. Despite what was going on over there, despite the pressure, this and that, and they wanted him out, and whatever you want to say, he broke up with them first, and they feel some type of way over there. I know they wanted to go up, and listen. When you want to break up with the girl, and you don't know how to say it, and then she come out of the blue and break up with you, you forget that you wanted to break up with her. I mean, we all have been there. When she break up with you, she didn't feel it, even though you wanted to break up in the first place. You're like, what's wrong with me? Why she leaving me? I'm the good thing. I'm the best thing she had going. So, hey, we got John, Cal, and Perry. And you know why we hate them so much? Why we were flipping them off? Because he was kicking our ass. That's why. That's why.
Yep.
And now we got him. And now we have him. And I'm glad about it. I know he might not be at his peak, at his prime, but he is the biggest, the brightest star we have ever hired. And he left the best job, despite the pressure, that is regarded as the best job in the country. And he left that to come here to coach for us in his final year. We just have a guy that left us for freaking USC basketball, not the football, basketball. Nick Young and Earl Harold Miner, and that's all I can think of. Ronnie James, USC basketball. That's all I know.
Wouldn't it be funny if Bronny James came here after all this?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I don't think so either, but it'd be hilarious. Just like it'd be hilarious if Musselman took the Kentucky job.
Yeah,
that'd be funny.
Oh yeah, that'd be funny. I love chaos. I love this kind of stuff, and I'm just sick of peace. The only thing I don't like, and listen, y'all know I'm a homer, but I'm not a totally unobjective homer. I have some objectivity when it comes to my favorite team. But I still don't like Mr. Blowhard Cowherd. He left Kentucky for Arkansas. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong.
Let me ask you this, Sterling.
Sterling have problems.
Sterling, let me ask you this.
Yes.
If I said John Calipari left Kentucky for Arkansas, is it going to make a bit of difference in your world?
No.
Okay. Then it should.
I don't like him.
It doesn't matter. Colin Cowherd knows nothing.
It really doesn't matter.
He's an airbag. That's it.
Airbag.
He is an airbag. A rich airbag.
He's a rich airbag. Well, you got to be to live out there on the beach. I mean, come on.
And don't get me wrong, I'd love to be a rich airbag myself, but poor airbag, it's a little bit of jealousy in there.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. But I don't like that. He got to put emphasis on it. Now we have our little problems, but this is not the worst place to stay here in this country. Now we do have our differences with people who live here. I love the place.
Cowherd's just jealous he missed out on the eclipse. That's all it is. It didn't go over California this time. No.
It should be. That's amazing.
All right.
Amazing. I ain't saying I'm going to drive outside the country to see it, but when it comes right over your house, it is an amazing thing to see. Guys, y'all have a great day.
Thank you, Sterling. So Sterling's on board. He's excited about the move.
That's
here.
all you need to know.
By the way, the next eclipse is going to come over like my house, so I'm good.
In 2045.
In 21 years. Yeah. I'll be fine.
You'll be 63.
I'll still be here, kicking ass.
DQ will be what? 40? Oh, gosh, you'll be 43.
Oh, DQ! Wow,
44. Just about to be 44.
DQ! Wow.
By the way, DQ's birthday is in 11 days.
Oh, really? What are we getting her?
We?
Yeah. I had a couple bucks.
Okay.
Throw in something. Here, how about the very first edition John Calipari bobblehead, DQ? How about that? You want this?
Oh, wow.
I got her a firebox so she can put all her valuables in it.
It's very nice.
I know.
What a practical gift.
I thought it was. It's something that you can use for the rest of your life.
You couldn't get a hold of the International Star Registry?
No. No, like I got her one of those, like things to put her will in that she doesn't have. Or important papers.
Important documents?
Right.
Your papers.
Right.
Your papers.
Go get your stuff from your mom.
Mia's papers.
Right.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, she does have papers.
Has she been
bona
spayed
fide.
and neutered?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't say it like you're happy.
I got her that way.
You help control
so-
the pet population,
Yes.
DQ. That's right.
I mean, like, is she having people over?
No,
Then how are you controlling the pet population?
because she can't have kittens.
Yeah,
Not
again,
out there on the
is
loose.
she having like raves at your house while you're not there? She needs a
Well,
friend.
I don't know.
She needs a friend.
I wish I had one of those. My sister has an automatic feeder that has a camera in it and a speaker, so my sister at any time can, hold down the microphone and talk to the cat. I wish I had that.
Well,
Just to see what she's up to.
Wow, was that a hey? This is what I'd like for my birthday.
Sounds like
No.
sounds like the Santa Claus
No, I'm
list
not.
was made there.
No. I'm not saying that. I was just saying. I wish there was
That's
a way.
what I heard.
I wish there was a
And-
way I could just check up on her.
And then magically one appeared at the radio station 3 days later
No,
from a
that's
listener.
not
It's a
what I'm
miracle. All right, let's break here and let's all get on and get on with it. All right.
That's surprising.
That's right. Thank you. 18 minutes after the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. Stay where you are.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Remodeling your house? In over your head with cleanup? Cards Recycling has you covered. Cards has temporary roll-offs for construction, cleanouts, remodels, and so much more. Got bulky items? No job too big or too small. Cards does it all. Anywhere in the natural state, Cards provide solutions to make your trash and recycling pickups affordable. Give Cards a call today, 877-59-CARDS. That's 877-59-CARDS. Or check them out online at cardsrecycling.com. Cards Recycling is the official residential and commercial recycling provider of the Ruscin and Zach Show.
Are you over 30 and putting off life insurance? It's time to get a quick quote from Ethos, a better, easier way to get term life insurance, all online with no medical exam. Answer a few health questions and you could be approved for up to $2 million. Isn't it worth 10 minutes to help protect your family's financial security? Ethos, up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
For the past several years, you've been casting your votes for the best of NWA, and the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale has received many of them. Best new restaurant, best sports bar, best steakhouse, best overall restaurant, best chicken wings, and soon there will be more best ofs. Check out their event room for parties and banquets. Be sure to sign up for rewards points and follow the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Facebook. Their happy hours make it the best place to watch all the March Madness. Check them out at theallamericansteakhouse.com, then come in and see for yourself. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
Swift's Jewelry specializes in bridal sets, custom jewelry, and repairs. All work is done on-site by their professional, courteous team. Swift's Jewelry can engrave anything, including watches, knives, flasks, wedding bands, and more. And for the honk fan of your life, they have officially licensed Razorback jewelry. Get her something she'll love, wearing to the big game. Swift's makes your purchase easy with 0% financing for 18 months. That's low payments with no interest for a year and a half. Swift's Jewelry on the square in Fayetteville next to Hugo's, your personal jeweler since 1956.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers behind Newt's. Sponsored by 2 of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV, with brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago. On-site financing available, plus food trucks, a variety of vendors, and bounce house for the kids. Make plans to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th, 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Join us in celebrating Burton Pools and Spa's 46th anniversary. Get incredible deals on in-ground pools with savings up to $12,000 and construction starting in May. Snag up to $1,200 off Doughboy above-ground pools and $5,000 off Doughboy semi in-ground pools. And hot tubs start at an unbelievable price of just $39.99. Celebrate with us and pocket huge savings at Burton Pools and Spas in Springdale and Fort Smith. At Burton, we do more than build pools. We build long-term relationships.
You know how they say April showers bring May flowers? Well, I'm about to bring you some awesome chalkboard specials for Fish City Grill. The beer batter cod tacos, what I just had, in their house-made beer batter comes with slaw, pickled jalapeno, cilantro, and those delectable sweet potato fries. What about the miso glazed salmon, the sugar snap peas, the Asian cabbage salad, the lemon basil rice, and the miso glazed sauce on top? Woo-wee! Is that good? Come on by and see the Brundages today in Fish City Grill in Rogers, where they're serious about their seafood.
Richard's Country Meat Market has everything you need for an old-fashioned crawfish boil. Live crawfish, shrimp, sausage, corn, and potatoes. Give Richard a call by Wednesday to place your crawfish order and pick it up on Friday. While you're there, choose from mild to spicy seasonings for a delicious Cajun crawfish boil. Plus, Richard has the best selection of fresh fish like salmon and cod. With over 25 years in business, you know Richard's Country Meat Market is the only place to get top choice and prime meat, Teddy Jean hams, fresh fish, crawfish, and in-house seasoning. Richards makes it easy with in-store and curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 479-443-0000. Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive. For curbside pickup and to place your crawfish order, call Richards Country Meat Market, 443-0000. 443-0000. Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 479-443-0000.
Hey, Northwest Arkansas, ever feel like you're carrying around a backpack full of bricks? That sluggishness, that weight, it's holding you back from being your best self? At Boxy Aesthetics and Wellness, we've got the game changer you've been waiting for.
Semaglutide compound. Imagine shedding those pounds, feeling lighter, and regaining that confidence you've been missing. But let's get real for a second. What happens if you don't take action? That backpack, it gets heavier. Your health, your energy, your zest for life, all weighed down. Why choose Voxy? Simple. We're not just about weight loss. We're about transformation. Our tailored programs, expert guidance, and weight loss medication combine to offer you a personalized path to success. And fellas, listening on ESPN, this isn't about vanity. It's about vitality. It's about reclaiming your game on and off the field. Are you ready to drop that backpack and step into a lighter, brighter tomorrow? Choose Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness. Choose transformation. Choose you. Go to VoxyNWA.com for more details or text us at 479-274-8454. That's VoxyNWA.com.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005, live across Arkansas. This is Ruskin and Zach.
News is brought to you by our good friends at the Stadium Shop. The Good Chair brought to you because I had a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by and tell Robert you want a seat in the Good Chair and the Joe Bonamassa sucks.
Does Calipari get a good chair?
You know what? I think we could get him a good chair.
Okay, probably so.
I haven't talked to Robert about this. I'm sure that he has some feelings on this.
Oh, I'm sure there's a lot of meetings going on about what kind of stuff to, put out there to the people. Gear.
Yeah.
People got to get their gear. So I'm serious. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff here because it's a little trickier to rhyme stuff with Cal. Must Bus wrote itself.
Yeah, that's it.
This is a little more cumbersome. You know what I mean?
Right.
They'll figure it out though.
Anyway, he's apparently on his way here. 855 and 263 with a national title and a brief stop with the Nets where he was actually pretty successful until Derek Coleman got there. Completely just blew that thing up. Anyway, he replaces the little guy.
Brendan Byrne Arena.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
I've been in the Brendan Byrne.
An iconic sports venue.
Let's be careful on the iconic. It was a sports venue. Fact. Arkansas forward Trevor Brazile took to the socials today. He's going to the NBA.
Sorry. It's like Tourette's. I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Razorback baseball team swept Ole Miss over the weekend. They're 27-3. Now, I said they'd go 49-7.
Are you on pace, guy, now?
Oh, I'm very much.
I'm going to tell you something about that.
I'm ahead of pace.
So that, I don't know. You can't really see the home runs in day games very well if you're watching on TV. But that Nolan Sousa 3-run shot, the scoreboard got in the way. If the scoreboard wasn't as tall as it is, that thing would have hit Lake Norm and maybe bounce a foghorn. He knocked the crud out of that baseball.
Okay.
Now I know it's a metal bat, and I know you're gonna get onto us on all that stuff, but
hey man, you hit it that far.
Like
that's
113 off the bat. Sucker was moving, man. He's a great player.
This is a good one.
They're good.
Out of the 910, that's North Carolina.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Cal Zone.
Oh yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty. I like that.
You got to name the student section that, right? That's
Absolutely,
the Cal Zone.
The Cal Zone.
That's right. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, no longer the Trough. The Trough is dead. It's now the Cal Zone.
Cal Zone.
Love that.
That's
Maybe they'll
great.
sell them at the arena too. Cal Zone.
Oh.
Go get you a Cal Zone and a beer and watch the game.
Dude,
pretty good.
You can make the best IPA
That's
in
right.
Cal Zone.
Right. It's all coming full circle now. It's beautiful. You hate Fayetteville.
That's where I saw that dude. Bruh, can I get an IPA in your best Cal Zone?
Yeah.
Break, man. You're Ruskin, the Zach X Polls brought to you by Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale, 479-225-8809 for all of your heat and air needs. What's your opinion on the hire? 60.2% of you said wait and see. Should anything that requires you to assemble it be sold at a discount? DQ says no Allen wrench, no money. 93.2% of you
That's
said
good.
yes.
That's good.
What is the latest acceptable dinner time at a restaurant? 73.7% of you say 8 p.m. When you tell someone you are giving them your full attention, how much are you really giving them? 42.9% of you say 51 to 75%. And were you aware that there is a total solar eclipse somewhere in the world on an average every 18 months?
Yeah.
63.9% of you said no.
We were arrogant enough to think this was the one that was going to kill everybody.
Because it happened here in Northwest Arkansas. Yeah. Those are your Ruskin and Zach X Polls brought to you by our good friends at Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale, 8809 for all of your heat and air needs. Calzone. That's pretty funny.
I don't know. I don't know. If we want to go down this road, but I don't believe you've entered adulthood until you have the Allen wrench with all the different sizes on it, the multi-tool.
Yeah.
DQ, do you have one of those?
No.
Then you're not an adult yet.
Yeah.
I have a screwdriver.
Do you have a screwdriver with a lot of different accessories?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay,
that's the same
maybe.
thing. That's the same thing.
Okay.
I'm going socket set, and
I have a socket set.
okay, you're in. You're in the club.
Great for hanging and taking down
Television. That's right. Yes. Yeah. But
That
when
you don't do.
you reach a new level of adulthood when you have to break down and get the multi-tool Allen wrench. That is a new level. That's where I'm living now. I'm living on that level. I've got the multi-tool Allen wrench. I fixed a stool last week.
We're getting suggestions now.
Yep. Okay, good.
The Calipari Ferry, I don't like.
Yeah, that's not our best idea.
Cows Pals? No.
You don't like Cow Pal?
Sounds like a charitable organization,
yeah, it
doesn't it?
That just doesn't sound right.
Join Cows Pal.
Now, the Calzone, I like
that. That's our best idea so
really,
far.
really good one.
Now, not that they listen to us for any of this stuff, but that's a good idea. It really is a good idea.
Are they going to reconstitute that video again with Juracek and have Calipari pop out?
Yeah, let's recycle that old turd again. Yeah, it's a great idea.
No, it's just my sense of humor.
That video is the turd that you can't flush. It go down already. Get away from us. No, they have to come up with some new videos.
I have an idea.
I have. Oh, you do? Okay.
Yes.
You have an idea. I have an idea too.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I want to hear your idea.
Okay. Well, when Calipari is announced, and they have not said when that's going to be, could some point this week probably. So here's the thing: a little backstory. The Qualls dunk happened 10 years ago, right?
Yep.
On the ensuing, they put time back on the clock. On the ensuing Kentucky possession, they were trying to go home run pass. The ball went in the scoreboard, the old scoreboard, and it stayed up there. First, a side question. Do you know where that basketball is?
I have no idea.
Okay. Someone knows where that basketball is. And I think in some sort of full circle moment, Michael Quall should come. I mean, what's he got going on? Nothing. He should be at the press conference and present the ball to John Calipari that was stuck in the scoreboard. That's my idea. What do you think about that?
I'm thinking more art.
Okay, all
we
right.
needed, because our best idea was taking the Mitchell twins and having them reenact the scene from Breaking Bad where they crawl to Budwall.
That's right, yes.
At the start of season
And
3.
then everybody starts crawling, yes.
Right,
yes.
exactly. Yeah. And they didn't take that idea. However, I think, now hear me out on this. We reenact the opening scene to The Godfather, right? Can he borrow Mia? Have Mia out there. He's sitting at a desk, and you have all the former Razorbacks. You get Qualls, whoever, come in, and you do the whole thing on the day of his coach. I won a national championship. Can't refuse it. Yeah, you reenact that thing.
Who's going to show up in a military uniform like
question.
Michael did? You know what I mean? What do we do there?
It's a great question. I'd have Lee Mayberry do that.
Okay. You know what's funny is I started watching that Offer over the weekend. Remember they did that show? It sucks.
Okay.
It is so as good as The Godfather is. The Offer, the mini series about the making of The Godfather is 180 degrees in the other direction. It is terrible.
You know what's going to happen?
Terrible.
They're gonna blow off all of these great ideas, and they're gonna put together some ham-handed video, and it's gonna have breathy Hunter Juracek going. You know what's fun? We're gonna win.
Okay, we're gonna have some fun, Les. We are gonna have some fun. We're gonna win. That's what's gonna be fun.
That's what they're gonna do. Breathy Hunter Juracek. We're gonna win.
Available only for $7.99 on Propaganda Plus. That's right. Yeah. Can we get John Tyson saying I made him an offer he couldn't refuse?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
On this, the day of my daughter's wedding.
Be fun if the Muslims were on board, because then you could throw a horse's head in the bed.
Video of Muslim at a empty toll booth. You go into the toilet. It's one of the old-fashioned ones with the string.
Boy, now we're getting some really bad ideas. Rich has tweeted at us, when you go to Bud Walton, you're going to the John. Let's maybe we shelve that one a little bit.
I still like my idea of Michael Qualls presenting him with the ball that got thrown into the scoreboard from 10 years ago. I think that's a cool thing. Somebody, talk to your memorabilia guy. Maybe he knows where that ball is.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
because it was in the old scoreboard, and then they took the old scoreboard down, and I don't know what happened to the ball.
What if we just
Somebody's got
carried Larry the bowling ball from the Smith Center over to?
We don't want football anywhere near this. All right, all they'll do is screw it up. Leave football out of this. This is basketball only. We don't need no. The two should not intersect. No.
I just throwing out ideas.
Yeah. Huh. We're working on it.
Yeah. Look, we haven't even actually officially announced it yet.
Yeah. Big Mike claiming the Allen wrenches are better in the little plastic case than on the ring. And also, Big Mike has texted in that he slept through the eclipse, so he missed that.
Well, in his world, the moon's not real. Placed there by aliens. and it's hollow.
The moon's not supposed to be there. That's what he said.
The moon's not supposed to be there. What?
He just casually drops a grenade in the middle of everything. Wait a minute. Not supposed to be there. Well, what's it supposed to be? Oh, wow.
How do you think the conversation is going on over there in Los Angeles? Like, I really thought they'd offer me more money. I honestly thought they would.
Boy, did you misread the situation.
Ooh, boy, misread the room.
Like Ty at the bar, you misread the room, man.
Ooh, boy.
Oh, man. Okay. I think you get rid of all bus videos. The buses are no longer going to be featured in any of the materials moving forward. All right. I think you move on there. That's what you do. That's enough of that. Enough buses.
I think maybe
John Calipari doesn't take the damn bus. All right. He shows up in a Maybach or something fancy.
You and I in a half an hour could come up with a better idea than the bus
that idea.
video.
Yeah. I think that Hunter. See, here's the thing. In life, in sports there are business people and there are creative people.
Idea people. Yes.
Hunter Yurachek is a business person. He's not a creative person. That's not a knock. That's just the way it is. He should let the creative people do the creative things and not interject with his ideas. Because the last thing you need is him going down there, hey, listen, I got a great idea. What if we did this thing? And then he tries to sell you the same joke 4 times and nobody laughs. Like, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I always wanted to perform at the Apollo.
See, that joke's funny, though.
I know.
I say you just stare at them until they laugh.
Well, we're not doing it there this year.
Well,
so I got to come up with a new
missed opportunity.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Here we go. Here's the negative people starting to come through. What happens if this Cal thing falls apart?
Everyone will be fired.
Ruscin National says, do you think he's coming? He won't commit to reporters while he's walking his dog. Man, he's out there having a private moment with the dog and the stroller.
Listen, he's a mercenary. They all are, all right? So, I mean, listen, in 4 or 5 years, we're probably doing this whole thing again. It's fine, one way or the other. Or maybe they win 5 national titles in a row. That's also. I've been told by the suits that you should say that's a possibility, that they could win 5 in a row.
Yes.
And that's possible. And wouldn't you like it if that happened? It'd make you feel good, right?
Oh, yes. Everybody would feel very, very DQ. You'd even feel good.
The tournament is totally not a measure of the best team, but you're just going to randomly win the lottery 5 times in a row, right?
That's what they want. DQ, you're wearing a championship T-shirt today.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you wear an Arkansas T-shirt if they won the national title in basketball?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
You know what's ironic is if Kentucky had any huevos, they'd hire Don Staley like today. Do it. She's the best coach in college basketball, men's or women's.
Okay.
109-3.
That's good.
109-3.
By the way,
if she triples her losses, she's 103-9.
Right. I was, Tennessee, the women, they hired a new coach.
Yeah, they did.
I was reading up on this today. Her name's Kim Caldwell. She's coming from Marshall. Has a small college background. She's 2-17-31 as a head coach.
Okay.
Like, you see that and you go, okay. All right,
but
they
if
know what
she
they're
loses 20 more games, she's now 197-51.
Right.
That's pretty good.
Right.
Stuff. Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, and she's inheriting that Tennessee thing. Man.
Yeah. What are they going to do? All right, we'll be back in a minute here. It is, what time is it? I really don't like having to run this video thing and do the show at the same time. Maybe we just turn the video off for the day. I'm tired. I've got too much going on over here. Boy, they'd love that, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah, they'd love that idea. You go ahead, because when my phone rings, I'm going to forward it to you.
Oh, hand it to me.
No,
Hold,
no,
please.
I'm just forwarding it.
Hold it. Hold, please.
Hold, please. We'll be right back.
22 minutes after till the hour.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
I did have a delivery of a bunch of long wood yesterday.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
He's a former coach with two sons who played professional basketball. Satch Sullinger's a competitive individual, but his golf game was suffering because of painful joints.
Right. That's real important. The golf game. Right. As we get older, we create these bad habits because we're relegated to hit a certain way.
QC Kinetics used regenerative treatments, all natural healing properties from Satch's own body, to restore those damaged joints and get his golf game back on track.
QC Kinetics regenerative medicine is regenerating me. All natural. And that's what I'm about. I'm going to tell everybody why I'm better.
Oh, and by the way, looks like the competitive Satch is back.
We're all in the same boat, and I'm getting better, and I'm watching them stay old.
Go to QCkinetics.com. Get relief and your game back. Call for your complimentary consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
You won't miss a moment of the March basketball action at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill in Fayetteville, now under new ownership. Cold drinks and hot food specialties are sure to score points with your entire crew. Come watch all the madness at On the Mark. 6,000 square feet of sports entertainment, over 40 flat screen TVs, and the best smoked wings. All at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill, 2588 North Craig Avenue in Fayetteville. Now under new ownership. On the Mark. All the games, all the time.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. You know, Fayetteville's hair joint for men. Did you know your haircut can accentuate features about your face you may not like? That's why you need Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll work with you to create the perfect look for you. If your current barber isn't cutting it, come see us at Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll have you leaving feeling like a winner. And we all like winners. Book your appointment today at Fantasy Sports Cuts, where the winning look can be found. Fantasy Sports Cuts, Fayetteville's hair joint for men and your little men in training at Mission and Crossover in the Hart Shopping Center. We'll see y'all there.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Have you heard? The Pleasure Playground just got a little bigger. Cupid's is growing. That's right. Cupid's Lingerie just opened its newest naughty location in Fayetteville at Crossover and Mission in the Walmart Shopping Center. Cupid's is a boutique specializing in all things pleasure and play, from lingerie to, well, everything you can imagine and more. Visit shopcupids.com today and treat someone special to something special. Cupid's Lingerie in Bentonville, Springdale, and now in Fayetteville. Cupid's Lingerie. Enjoy.
When you're looking for a new car, you want to shop for a vehicle you love with an organization you trust. You've probably heard that McCarty Daniel means making deals, but what I'm inspired by the most is that McCarty Daniel means making a difference in our community. When you buy a vehicle with McCarty Daniel, you reinvest right here in the community, in our schools, in our little leagues, in our food banks, and our people. So you're not just making a purchase, you're making a difference too. Come see us at any of our 6 locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Attention homeowners, storms are firing up quickly and widespread damage means thousands are reaching out for the right roofing company. Don't wait. Get on the schedule with Shamrock Roofing and Construction now for quality and peace of mind. One call does it all. Shamrock Roofing and Construction, call 479-319-5100. Need new roof? Shamrock Roofing and Construction can have you covered right now for as low as $139.99 with approved credit. For quality and peace of mind, one call does it all. Shamrock Roofing and Construction, call 479-319-5100.
Good Monday morning to our meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready weather forecast. We're off to a comfortable start to the day with temperatures mainly into the 40s and 50s. By the afternoon, get ready for those warm afternoon highs today in northwest Arkansas. Upper 70s, low 80s, a nice mix of sun and clouds. Overnight lows tonight will dip down into the mid 50s, but we are watching for widespread and heavy rain mixed in with a few isolated, possibly strong to severe thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready weather.
ESPN 99.5. We don't read the headlines, we make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach show. Been streamed in 156 countries now. 50 states, 2 territories.
All of them.
Yeah, getting close. It's only like 183 now. Yesterday, we were streamed in Drumahoe, Londonderry, Northern Ireland. You want to stream it too? It's at thatline.com. You got one of the Google Play Alexa dot things. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. We will show up. Or you can get us on the newly brand spanking new. It's got a new V8 under there. Hit that line app.
Thing got a Hemi in it?
Yeah, it does. Got a Hemi. I was wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
My favorite thing. I love that so much. That's funny.
What's that from? That's from Sling Blade, right?
Is it?
Yeah,
probably.
It's Billy
Carl?
Bob. It's Billy
Yeah,
Bob
it's Carl.
I
Yeah.
was wrong with it.
Yeah.
Ain't got no gas in it.
You got any packets of mustard? I like ketchup on my biscuits. I don't know what the lines are, but you know.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I've never seen Sleep Blade either. It's a miss. I need to catch up on that in the offseason. I'll do that. I'll put it on the
Yeah,
list.
you and I were having a DQ. I don't think you've seen either of these movies. I was very excited yesterday because I watched Casino. Now, I'm a Scorsese junkie.
Yes,
I
you
love,
are.
I love Scorsese. But you made a false and ridiculous claim that Casino is better than Goodfellas.
That's what I said. I like it better. I didn't say it was
Casino
better.
is one of my top 10 movies ever. I love Casino.
It's my favorite of the two.
Goodfellas is top 2
of the 2 Scorsese movies about Vegas. It's my favorite one.
Okay,
that's all.
All right.
I didn't say anything about it being better or anything.
Yeah.
I just like it better.
I now again love Scorsese. Could have done without 3 hours of The Irishman.
Oh, for God's
That
sake.
was I read the book and then watched the movie. The book is very, very different. Very, very different.
You know, unpopular. It's a little long, but other than that, I like the Irishman. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, no.
I enjoyed it.
It was fine, but I'd read the book and I was looking for certain things. The Departed. That's a great Scorsese movie.
Oh God, what a movie! Yes, The Departed. Yes.
What a terrific. Now, DQ, have you seen any of these?
No.
Who did The Town? Who did that?
Who directed
I'm looking
The Town?
it up right
The
now.
Town is a great movie.
Yeah. Oh, Ben Affleck directed it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Look at that. No, but then you hit me with one of the most bizarre movie critiques I've ever heard in my life on Casino.
Okay,
when you talked about the editing.
Well, okay.
What?
So I watched the first time I watched Casino. I actually watched it on DVD in the mid '90s. It was like after it came out, and I fell in love with it. But then YouTube ruined Casino for me because there are some bad jump cuts in really bad. Google it. The opening scene of the movie. Robert De Niro is walking out of a building. He gets into his Cadillac. He turns the ignition, and the car explodes.
Right. Yeah.
There's this shot of him putting his key in the door, opening the thing. Then you see him sit in the car. Then there's this jump cut when the car explodes, and it's a dummy. You can tell. And I'm like, Scorsese's better than this.
Well, maybe
now, sometimes he'll leave stuff in like that.
They got one take of that. They had to use it.
Wow.
Maybe it was expensive.
Yeah,
Maybe it
it's
was
an expensive
but
shot.
Boy, it was bad. And since then, I've not been able to watch the movie the same.
Because you watched a YouTube video about someone critiquing it.
But I see it every single time. I saw it yesterday. I'm like, oh, jump cut.
That ruins the whole film of 3 hours.
No. Didn't ruin the film.
That's what you said.
No. There's no jump cutting in Goodfellas. Goodfellas is one of the most perfect movies ever made. Love that movie. Same thing with The Godfather. Perfect movie. You know, I'm not saying it's not great, but, you know, Martin, fix it.
Yeah, Martin.
Come on,
Marty.
Marty, get
Come
to
on,
it.
Marty.
By the way, he's not a bad actor either.
He's pretty good, yeah.
I mean, he's in Quiz Show. He's the
Isn't he in The Cab in Taxi Driver.
He is.
Yeah, he's in there.
is.
Yeah.
Is he in all his movies?
I think he's like that guy.
It's a Hitchcock thing.
Yeah, Hitchcock thing.
Only he speaks. Hitchcock, I don't think ever spoke when he
Doesn't
popped
Larry
up.
David pop up in episodes here and there
of what?
What's it, a Curb?
Well, yeah, the whole show centered around Larry
okay,
David.
No. I meant Seinfeld. Doesn't he like pop up here and there?
His voice does.
Okay, all right.
He's very rarely seen in that show, but he's the voice of Steinbrenner.
Bob and Branson, did you want him to put a real body in the exploding car?
Yes.
Well, I mean,
that's the kind of authenticity we're chasing here. Yes.
No, what I'm saying is the cut is so bad.
He's a stunt
There
man. No
are
one will miss him
certain-
anyway.
There are certain movies where I'll watch a movie reviewer that I like, and I can't watch it the same.
We've all seen the movie Glory, right? Morgan Freeman, Matthew Broderick, story of
Isn't Frank in that? Who? Isn't Frank in that?
Frank
Broyles.
I don't know.
He's in one of the Civil War movies.
Okay.
I thought it was
Anyway, the regiment, the Massachusetts, I think it's whatever regiment they are, is marching into Fort Sumter down in South Carolina. There's like 4 guys wearing wristwatches. Drives me nuts.
That
drives me nuts.
No, that's not good. Broyles was in the blue and the gray. He's not in. He's not in Glory. Sorry. No. Yeah, that's right, Lee J. Larry David shows up as Frank Costanza's lawyer wearing a cape at one point in Seinfeld. Yes, that is true. No, absolutely.
Yeah,
but most famously, he's the voice of Steinbrenner in the Seinfeld
the
show.
479. De Niro's a method actor. Surprised he didn't say that he would be in the car when it exploded.
Well, there are limits to the method, and
I'll give you another
exploding in a car.
I'll give you another one, and see, this is why I do this every single time I watch like shows that I really really like. I'll Google them and start trying to find out little things about it. Amazon has this thing where they, as you're watching a show, they can put up little. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, if you,
You know what I'm talking
if
about?
you move your remote, it'll
Right.
talk about the actors
Right,
and the
it
songs
gives you
that are in the
little facts
scenes
as you're going along.
I love that feature.
If you've ever seen the pilot for Miami Vice, there's this long scene where they're playing Phil Collins in the Air Tonight, and and Crockett and Tubbs are sitting there. They've got all these different things. They kept pointing out in this thing that the taillights were out in the cars, and now it drives me nuts because they use those the shots of the Ferrari every now and then, and in the little notes thing it says they used them over like the first 6 episodes. So now I'm like watching it going,
So-
oh, there's one, there's that taillight's out. And there's another one where they were going through an intersection. I guess they didn't realize a bump was there, and the car went through it at like 70 miles an hour, hit the bump, got airborne, and Don Johnson almost flew out of the car. You can see his head get up above the glass.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, it's called X-ray. Thank you, Nathan.
I don't like in I think.
Here's a good one. Here's what's his name, Russell Crowe with an airplane behind him.
Oh, whoops. Yeah, that's a problem.
See,
How'd they miss that?
I don't know.
Someone on the continuity department should be let go after that.
That's all I'm talking about.
I don't like that. There's a scene in Smokey and the Bandit where they jump something, and you can see when they land, the car clearly falls apart.
Right.
Like it hits it bottoms out and falls apart, and then it's driving like a second later.
Anything in the Dukes of Hazzard, they bend the suspension, jumping over stuff. You see the car fold up like a pretzel, but next scene, away it goes.
So man, you got your ears on, son. I mean, it's like nothing ever happened there. I'm like, that car can't be driven now. Look at it. Look at this thing. Broken too.
Right. It just wobbles to the side of the road. It has broken.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know.
Yeah.
That it didn't ruin the movie. It's just something that I notice about Casino.
Yeah. You know what I saw yesterday, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, that's not CGI. It's real. Somehow they did this. This is a great effect.
Okay.
In Ghostbusters, when all the cards are flying out of the card catalog, that's like old school. Like somebody did that.
Yeah.
It's not a computer.
No.
There was a guy with something, and he hit a button, and all the cards flew up. Old school. I like the old special effects. Maybe we need to go back to some of those.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No.
Because now in the CGI world, you get 1 million of those little marshmallow
hang on.
guys.
Now, DQ is actively watching 80s horror films. DQ, are the special effects better now or then?
Probably now, just because they're gross, but they're not as gross as the 80s.
Okay.
But in like an unrealistic way, I guess.
Here's Jeffrey in Fort Smith. He says Twister was supposed to be set up in Oklahoma, but when they drive, you see all the Texas highway signs.
Yeah,
that's a problem.
That's something, isn't it? No, this says I'm easily entertained. I am easily entertained. I mean, think about that. That is such a cool effect. Or like when later in that movie when the ghost is unbuttoning Ray's pants or whatever. Like that's all manual too. Like there's wires and stuff that they did. That's amazing. How'd they do that? With like no budget. Like there was no effects budget on Ghostbusters.
There's probably a documentary about the
Yeah,
making of Ghostbusters.
You know what? There is, and I've seen it. Ivan Reitman talking about it.
These are just things that I notice, and I make these mistakes when I start to deep dive into shows because I only watch stuff now that's got some sort of basis in reality. So it's always got like some sort of backstory, so I can Google it.
Yeah,
not doubt much.
Well, none of us do. It's okay. All right, this is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and on hitthatline.com. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app. And if you'd like to make a little wager on some sports action tonight or anytime, Bet Saracen's where you want to be. Vegas odds are cool and all, but you have to be there to legally bet those odds. And Arkansas law prevents the big national apps from operating in our state. So for the most accurate and up-to-date sports wagering information, you got to get on the Bet Saracen app. Just go to the App Store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com. App Store, Bet Saracen, or betsaracen.com. Stay with us.
It's Monday, April 8th. I'm Phil Reed. This is your 4029 News Update. Today, people across the country, including here in Arkansas, are getting ready for the eclipse. The eclipse is expected to be one of the largest tourism events ever for Arkansas, bringing in hundreds of thousands of visitors. Dave Parker with RDOT says that they have seen a 10% increase in traffic across the state. ESPN has reported John Calipari, the current head basketball coach for Kentucky, is finalizing a deal with Arkansas. ESPN says sources told them a 5-year contract is in the works. The Razorbacks taking another all-season blow with Tremont Mark entering the transfer portal. Razorback softball got a big win against rival Mizzou, clinching his first series win over the Tigers in 6 years. From the River Valley to Northwest Arkansas and everywhere in between, make 4029 your home for the best live, local, and late-breaking news.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
If you're looking for a company to dispose of your waste responsibly, Cards Recycling is your best option in Arkansas. Operated with customers in mind, Cards takes the job out of your hands. Now with a state-of-the-art transfer station in Springdale, Cards accepts residential, commercial, and industrial waste, including construction and demolition material. Waste collection for businesses of all sizes. Dumpsters, roll-offs, compactors, you name it, Cards can handle it. No job too big or too small, Cards does it all. Visit them online at cardsrecycling.com or give them a call, 877-59-CARDS.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Matt.
This is Elizabeth.
And this is the reigning champion of my own conference, Robert.
You do realize that's not a thing.
Well, I did receive a plaque commemorating that accomplishment.
Yeah, and I was elected the president of Mars. Anyway, Hog fans, it's that time again.
It's baseball season. And Hog fans, the Stadium Shop has everything you need for Razorback baseball.
From t-shirts, sweatshirts, man cave stuff, and even a Razorback original, the bases loaded beer hats.
Plus, ladies, as well as a restocked women's section, we have the bases loaded beer stein boppers.
Yeah, it's kind of like those old-time space alien antennas, you know.
Yeah, well, not really.
So when you're in Fayetteville, stop by the store at 989 South Razorback Road, next door to Baum Walker Stadium, or you can shop us on them WW Interweb Facegram. You get it, Matt.
Dad, do you mean the website?
Yeah.
Which is shoponrazorback.com. That's shoponrazorback.com.
Or call us at 479 Stadium. That's 479-782-3486.
As always,
Go Hogs!
Hey, are you having a hard time dealing with high-interest credit card debt? It's normal, and a SoFi personal loan could help you save thousands by consolidating your DEBT to one low fixed monthly payment. You could get $5,000 to $100,000 as soon as the same day you sign, with no fees required. It only takes 60 seconds to view your rate, and it won't affect your credit score. View your rate at SoFi.com/paid off. Loans originated by SoFi Bank N.A. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions at SoFi.com/paid-off. NMLS 696891.
For the past several years, you've been casting your votes for the best of NWA, and the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale has received many of them. Best new restaurant, best sports bar, best steakhouse, best overall restaurant, best chicken wings, and soon there will be more best ofs. Check out their event room for parties and banquets. Be sure to sign up for rewards points and follow the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Facebook. Their happy hours make it the best place to watch all the March Madness. Check them out at theallamericansteakhouse.com, then come in and see for yourself. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
Will your bracket be better than Matt Jones, Derek Ruskin, and the rest of the ESPN Arkansas team? Then prove it. Sign up for the hitthatline.com bracket challenge presented by On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill in Fayetteville, 810 Billiards and Bowling in Fort Smith, and Shelter Insurance agent Chris Dooley. Registration is easy. Just find the contest on hitthatline.com. The hitthatline.com bracket challenge is also brought to you in part by Walk On Sports Bistro, Century Bank of the Ozarks, Cafe Conchisme, Links at Chaffee Crossing, and Foghorns Wings.
Lindsay and Associates are celebrating their 50th year in the real estate business and are the leading real estate company in Northwest Arkansas. Whether you're listing, selling, or leasing, Lindsay and Associates can handle all your real estate needs. With over 200 professionally trained agents and 3 convenient locations in Fayetteville, Rogers, and Bentonville, Lindsay and Associates is a winning choice. Go to lindsay.com to search all the current real estate inventory. At Lindsay and Associates, we bring great neighbors together.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruskin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruskin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruskin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen? Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We're going to talk to Klay Henry in an hour here on Ruskin and Zach. Hey, there's plenty of people taking a victory lap on this Calipari thing. The whole I knew, but I couldn't tell you thing, which is bullcrap. Nobody knew. But the only person that I've seen with tangible evidence is our Big Mike. On March 23rd, he sent us a text or a tweet or something that said, go get the Kentucky coach.
Well,
so he's the only one.
The way he phrased it was that they would swap places.
Okay, well, we're halfway there.
Yeah, you got half.
It's half of a swap.
And look, it ain't over over there. And Calipari hasn't confirmed anything.
Wouldn't it be funny if Musselman went to Kentucky? Because everybody for 5 years was afraid. Don't take our coach. Don't take our coach.
Now, I mean, if he left USC in a lurch, yeah, I'd find that incredibly funny.
Well, you'd love that. You would donate to Kentucky.
I actually would.
Yes, there it is.
I would.
Fantastic.
I would.
I love that. I love that path for you.
People like I'm lying about it. I have donated more. You know who I give the most money to over the last probably 25 years is Oregon State. I have a whole bunch of Oregon State.
You're in the Beaver Club?
Yeah, the first year, I'll tell you, the first school that ever gave me something for that was Oregon State. They gave me a visor.
Hey,
which I can't wear because my head's too big.
But I'm not a visor guy.
I'm not a visor guy.
I can't wear visor. I wear hats.
But I'll get T-shirts. I get all kinds of stuff when I send it. And I always attach the same note. It's like, hey, I hate the University of Southern California. Thank you. Here's $100 to your general scholarship fund. Really appreciate you doing the Lord's work.
Yeah,
and
that's great, right?
I get money. Yeah.
I went to a baseball game for the first time in 2 years on a Saturday, and nobody knew who I was, which is either great camouflage or nobody cares.
I'd go with the second one.
Nobody cares?
Nobody cares.
You don't think anybody cares?
Nah.
Okay. I even wore my sunglasses in the men's room to not be detected. That's how paranoid I was. Because, if anybody's going to fight you, it's going to be, at the paper towel dispenser in the men's room. You're that son of a... Get him!
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Corey B is texting. Every hour that goes by makes me think Calipari isn't coming. Guys,
that's funny.
Relax.
That's funny. Who is Cal's agent? Do we know?
You know what? Basketball agents are much tougher to find than football agents.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Here's his booking agent. Like if you want him for like speaking and stuff. Oh, he's at CAA. Yeah, he's not a Sexton guy. That's something else, isn't it?
That's very much something.
Let me inquire about booking him. Let me check his availability. Oh, you have to fill out a form. Oh, that's fine. Oh, we don't pay. We should put that on the top.
No,
There'll be no honorarium there, but
now are your TD viewing numbers official? 19 million for the game yesterday.
Let's see. This is a guy with 596,000 followers.
All right, we can run with that. 19 million.
Yeah, 18.7 million viewers for the game.
Pretty good.
It's the most watched basketball game of any kind in 5 years. Pro, men, whatever. All of them. 19 million viewers for Iowa and South Carolina yesterday.
That's a good number. They did something yesterday that is smart. They put the game. I know the media types were complaining the game wasn't being played at like 6, 7, 8, 9 at night, and they put it on at 2 in the afternoon.
It clearly worked.
But your target audience is not you. It's not me. It's not even Olivia. It's young girls that play basketball. 15, 16, 17, that next group of girls that are coming. My daughter sat there, watched the pregame, watched the whole thing, start to finish, and was like into it. We always complain like the world's like tonight's game starts at 8:20 our time, 9:20 Eastern.
Yeah.
Those kids that, basketball fans, young college basketball fans aren't going to be able to stay up that late on the East Coast or even into the Central Time Zone. It's going to be 10:30, 11 o'clock before the game's over. Kids got to go to school tomorrow.
Yeah, someone will watch.
No.
They're also concerned this year because it's on TBS. It's not on CBS.
It's also in Glendale, Arizona, which is in the Pacific Time Zone.
Right.
So you've got to. It's 6:20 out there. You can't put it on at 8 o'clock.
The game peaked with 24 million viewers.
Wow. But does it give it like a first half, second half, first quarter?
It doesn't it just says it peaked. That would probably be near the end, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
And I thought, as much and rightfully so. Chuck, a lot of people rip ESPN because they go cheap on stuff now. They do not. They're in the game business and they're keeping announcers at home and doing stuff like that. But this is as good as a production of ESPN's done in ages. The studio crew is great with Elle Duncan and Andrea Carter and those people. They are phenomenal. That's a great studio set. A great studio team. They should put them on the NBA. Their NBA team stinks. They put all those women on there. They'll do a good job. Ruco and Lobo are great. Yeah. Holly Rose, one of the best sideline reporters in the business. Yep. Period. They hit all the notes, and they did a really good job at the end because it could have been very easy to turn into Caitlin Clark's last game. Oh, by the way, South Carolina won, but Caitlin Clark's last game. They did a nice job of a balance. Like they showed South Carolina, they showed Caitlin Clark walk off. You got Don Staley's 5 minutes. Then they went back to Caitlin Clark for a second, and then they went back to South Carolina. They covered it all.
Well, they also knew who most people there to see. And that was Caitlin Clark. So
but they didn't overkill it. They always overkill with stuff there.
The main broadcast was very good. Yeah. This other one that they did.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
Taurasi, Cheryl Miller, and Sue Bird.
It wasn't any good.
You want to talk about some jealous people? This is the group. The WNBA is clamoring for any sort of foothold, and between Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and all the girls that are Paige Beckers, all these girls that are coming, when the TV contract gets renewed and these girls are a part of it and it goes up, I hope these women, Diana Taurasi in particular, understand that the reason that all of this is happening is not because of her, because of Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, and Angel Reese and Cardoza and all these women that are coming. Because I can tell you right now, the people aren't watching the WNBA for whatever product they're putting on right now. It's this next crop of girls. These women can play, and they're becoming household names. Be honest with me. If they put, I forget who has first pick in the WNBA draft.
Indiana.
If they're on Tuesday night on opening night and it's Caitlin Clark's debut game, you're probably going to take a peek at it.
Well, they will put it on when it is accessible to people. They're not going to bury it on
everybody who watched
CBS Sports
watched
Network.
all of this is going to take a peek at the game.
Right.
Okay. This is what women's college basketball, which is a terrific sport. This is what it needs. It needs its injection of personality and life and all of these things. And having Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi just taking shots at Caitlin Clark, she's not real smart.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going to be the reason that it takes off. Is Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, again, Angel Reese. All of this has been great for the sport. Now, I do hope this. I saw Darius Rucker there last night cheering on South Carolina. All these celebrities
drinking a beer. By the way, didn't he get a DUI recently?
All right.
Oops.
Now Jason Sudeikis was there.
Oh, you don't like him?
No. I have no problem with Jason Sudeikis. I just hope that he thoroughly enjoyed this run. And he was there. And I'll give him this. He wasn't out there seeking attention or anything like that. He was just in the crowd, had the hat on. He was just there to root on Caitlin Clark and Iowa women's basketball team. I hope to hell that he has to sit through Iowa football during the fall. Because if
not, an Iowa fan?
If not, you're a fraud.
Is he an Iowa fan?
I saw him at a Kansas game earlier this year. If you're gonna do it,
which Kansas
do
game?
it. Men's basketball.
Okay, all right. So maybe he's an Iowa guy. He's not from there.
I think if you're going to be front and center for this run to the finals, you have to go through Iowa football.
He's from Virginia.
I know. Where?
Fairfax.
That's not Virginia. That's Maryland.
He's from Maryland. Wow.
I just, by the way, Caitlin Clark scored more points in her career than Iowa football, just FYI, did during the same season.
I heard you that time. I will not make the joke again 2 minutes later. I heard you that time.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's right. Yeah, Hootie was drinking a Modelo at the game when they showed him.
Modelo.
Yeah, it was in a can, though, so, it's not as
really?
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you can't take a bottle out there.
No, they frown upon there. Yeah, he claims Kansas City, I guess. Hey, are the Royals leaving? What's the deal there?
I don't know.
Because they voted down the stadium deal.
Yeah, but let's get further down the road here. I think the instant reaction, they're leaving. No way. Royals.
It'd be funny if they did, though.
It would be funny. Nashville is going to be the next.
They're dying to get a team.
They'll be next.
Hey, maybe this Sacramento thing goes well. Maybe they get a team.
First of all, they're just the Athletics now.
I know, but the Athletics that are just the Athletics will be playing in Sacramento in a stadium smaller than Palm Walker.
Here we go.
Stadium.
Here's a text out of the 870. Iowa wins 10 games a year. Not terrible. What do you do when you play you got beat 35-0 in a bowl game? Settle down. And you had your whole team.
No.
Settle down.
That's an Iowa fan just mad because they're stuck with Fran McCaffrey and Arkansas has John Calipari. So deal with it.
Whoa.
Okay. Scoreboard. Fran McCaffrey stinks. John Calipari doesn't stink. There you go.
Talking about Kirk Ferentz. Fran McCaffrey's a basketball.
Yeah, well, yeah. I was talking about basketball.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
On 3 is now, hang on, let me.
Is it real on 3?
Yeah,
Let's go through the process here.
It is Joe Tipton, who has 84,000 followers.
Yeah, he's the Kentucky guy.
All right. Well, he is now reporting that Isaiah Elohim has requested a release from his national letter of intent.
Okay, so that would mean, if that happens, that Calipari, there are no players on this team.
That's correct.
There are 13 empty. He's going to walk into the Arkansas locker room, and it's going to be Will Smith in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air living room.
There is nobody on this roster right now.
Is that true?
That's what I'm reading.
Look at that. This is also, as unprecedented as it is for Arkansas to hire John Calipari, it's also unprecedented for a coach to take over with 0 players. Have you ever heard anything like this?
No.
I've never heard of it. They have 0 players. None.
Wow.
They're all gone.
So this is...
Get the managers. They just won a national title.
That's true. By the way, shout out to the Arkansas managers. They won the national title in a very defensive game.
It was low scoring.
Put up 31 points.
Well, it's hard to shoot in the dome,
Oh, yeah.
I've always said that.
Including Musselman's son.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I couldn't shoot.
Well, he was already planning his move. He was distracted for the
right,
game. I mean, that's clearly what happened there. So, really, so if Elohim,
Derek and Pavo points out that the guy down at LSU had no players when he arrived down there.
What, McMahon? Is that his name? What's his name?
Yeah. The guy from wasn't he from Murray State, Jaws coach? I get that right? Boy, I'm blanking. All I know is Mulkey and Brian Kelly.
Matt McMahon. That's the guy. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that like you should be like concerned. It's just strange.
Yeah,
I'm not concerned about it. I've just never seen it before. Like, I don't think it means you're going to win 3 games next year, go 3-28 or whatever. But that is strange.
This
to have
is a good,
0
this is a
players.
good point. Texter of the 870 says Calipari won't be able to blame the previous regime.
Does now? Although they all left,
Yeah, there's nobody.
he doesn't have to meet with the team when he gets here. There is no team.
Also true.
I mean, there's no one to meet
Yes,
with.
your exit interviews will be very quick. I'm certain.
What does he do?
Well, I think first thing you do is, I mean, you have a conversation with the guys in the portal if you want them to come back.
Yeah, I mean, there are still people around here working out and stuff.
I mean, they're still in school. I mean, they're still enrolled because you got to be eligible next semester. So they're still here. So you have the conversation, and or if you don't want them, you don't have the conversation.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I've never seen it like, they had all this propaganda. Plus, he was ready to, to take that first video of him meeting with the team. There's no team to meet with.
No. Be a lot of
That's right. He's talking to an empty meeting room with all those seats.
There's no video of him addressing the team and saying, "Guys, we're gonna be okay. Gonna be fine."
Like when Chad Morris got hired, they was like, "Everybody sit up straight. Everybody sit up straight. Pay attention." Like, oh boy, what is this math? Come on,
like their chances, Chuck.
All right, it's 15 after the hour here
So
on Ruscin
what
Attack.
if they got a bunch of us to just kind of sit in?
Well, you could get the media to sit in, and they'll start doing the Hoosiers.
I make it a good one, Strap. Yeah. It's an extended. First of all, the claps are never that long, but okay.
It was long in that movie.
Yeah, I got it.
Welcome to Indiana high school basketball. I hope to God he says that. The first time he walks out and into the arena, welcome to Arkansas basketball. And they, oh God, what a moment. Oh, I'll cry. Even I'll cry.
Yeah,
Can we get a Calipari candle? Can we get those done? Let's get that going.
Yeah, I'm working on the musk candle.
Maybe we should chill on the candles.
Why?
It doesn't work out.
Works out fine.
Well, okay.
Taylor Swift's in here. She's a billionaire.
Yeah,
what are you
right,
talking about?
Okay, that's different.
She's out there at the
coach's
Eclipse,
candles.
renting out a campsite.
For those of you that are on TV,
Yeah. All right. He's going to. Oh, we have a new item here. Item number 17.
we have a Strike the Sasquatch from the Northwest
Yeah,
Arkansas
his
Nationals. We
pants.
have his pants.
Yeah, there's those Strikes pants. Zach is holding them up now to the camera.
We're gonna
Kind of dirty.
Yeah, we're gonna hang these like.
You need to bleach those.
No.
No? You don't want them? Are they
Do they
supposed
smell?
I don't know. You want to smell them?
No.
You haven't smelled Strikes
You haven't
pants?
smelled them? Smell them.
Perfect.
Notice how the bottom is cuffed, like because he's a monster. Get it? I mean, that's the joke there.
We're gonna hang those. But I think a Musselman. Look, if you want to dump off your Musselman stuff, we'll take it.
We will take
We will
it.
absolutely take it.
We will be the place where you can bring it. Yes, we're happy to do that. All right. By the way, I terribly think, I completely think that today Calipari was at the house and he saw that news car going around the neighborhood. He's like, I'm gonna go walk the dog. I'll be back.
This is the way this went down. Well, honey, I've been inside for 4. Watch this. And it's like me when I leave. It's just grabbing everything he can. Give me the stroller, I'll take that. Give me the dog, I'll take that. And he's out there on his cell phone, and
He had a lot going on.
you know
there.
what? If that's the way he genuinely is, I'm cool with this. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna win.
That's right.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. No. This is there's more people now on the Elohim thing. Arkansas, John Calipari has no players to meet with when he gets to Arkansas. There's no one on the team. That is just weird. All right. Well,
Saves time.
it does save time. Hey, it's more time to
Right. Every day they're saving money.
They
because
are.
These guys aren't on scholarship
That's
anymore.
right. Okay. And they will pass that savings along to you,
Yeah,
the
they will.
Razorback fan.
Oh, you bet they will. If John Tyson is paying for all of this, you shouldn't have to pay any more.
That's right. Your ticket price just a decrease.
That's correct.
All right. It's Ruscin and Zach here on ESPN Arkansas and on hitthatline.com. Okay, we'll do this in a minute. We'll be right back after these important messages. Stay where you are.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Home is everything. It's your sanctuary, your command center, your music room, and your art studio. It's where you eat family dinners and make lasting memories. When you use a Weichert agent to help you find your home, we'll help you find the space to make it yours. When you begin your search, know that a Weichert agent will be there with you every step of the way. Because at Weichert Realtors, we guide you home. To get started, call your local Weichert agent and look for our bright yellow signs all over town. At Weichert Realtors, we sell more because we do more. Each Weichert franchised office is independently owned and operated.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Now they have everything they need to come to life. Dell Technologies and Intel are creating technology that loves ideas, loves expanding your business, evolving your passions. We push what technology can do, so great ideas can happen right now. Find out how to bring your ideas to life at Dell.com. Welcome to Now.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hug, Chuck.
The Powerball jackpot from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is now more than $1 billion. So, what would you do if you won?
I'd buy a baseball team.
Ooh, I would definitely buy my mom a Tesla so that she can drive cool, look cool. If I won a jackpot, I'll start a cooking school for the youth in the city.
Got your ticket? If not, visit your local lottery retailer for your chance to win the Powerball jackpot of more than $1 billion. This is winning. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Walk-Ons is always a win. Whether it's a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner, Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and coming soon to Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Absolute Janitorial Service is a family-owned and operated commercial cleaning company serving all of Northwest Arkansas. We have a long track record for exceptional service and clear communication. We clean multiple facility types, including office buildings, medical facilities, manufacturing plants, churches, schools, and much more. Give Absolute Janitorial Service a call today for a free quote and see what an absolute difference our services can make for your business.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers behind Newt's. Sponsored by 2 of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV, with brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago. On-site financing available, plus food trucks, a variety of vendors, and bounce house for the kids. Make plans to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th. 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, historic rivalries tip off with shareable bites, and every shot you take is a game winner. All season long, you're ballin' with 29-degree beer, courtside seats, and scenic views. I mean, where else can you pair wall-to-wall hoops with hard-to-find whiskey? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late-night bites.
Good Monday morning to you. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. We're off to a comfortable start to the day with temperatures mainly into the 40s and 50s. By the afternoon, get ready for those warm afternoon highs today in Northwest Arkansas. Upper 70s, low 80s, a nice mix of sun and clouds. Overnight lows tonight will dip down into the mid-50s, but we are watching for widespread and heavy rain mixed in with a few isolated, possibly strong to severe thunderstorms. I'm meteorologist Majestic Storm with your 4029 Get Ready Weather.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
News is brought to you by the Good Chair. Glad to have a place to sit. Get the Good Chair only at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert you want a seat in the Good Chair and that Joe Bonamassa sucks. Reports they still out there. Don Calipari is on his way to the University of Arkansas. 855 wins in college. Does have a national title, won that in 2012. Calipari replaces Eric Musselman, who left for the University of Spoiled Children. Arkansas forward Trevin Brazile announced today that he will enter the NBA draft. Razorback baseball team swept Ole Miss over the weekend. They're 27-3 on the year. San Jose is the midweek tomato can. Arkansas has won 21 straight at home. Yes?
A couple of run rule games there.
Yeah.
Lord.
The only thing that we've heard on the Calipari front today is that he walks his dog with a stroller. That's all we got.
Yeah, we got that video, yeah.
That's the only information that we have.
Now everybody in Arkansas is going to start walking their dog with a stroller.
DQ, will that be the hot Halloween costume?
It should be.
Okay.
If it's not.
All right. Ruskin and Zach X Polls brought to you by Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale.
A bunch of clones.
479-225-8809. What's your opinion on the hire? 60.2% of you are in wait-and-see mode. Should anything that requires you to assemble it be sold at a discount? 93.2% of you said yes. What is the latest acceptable dinner time at a restaurant? 73.7% of you said 8 p.m. I know someone who made a 10 p.m. dinner reservation. Ridiculous.
I'm in bed.
There are restaurants that are open. And,
That's crazy.
Nice restaurants that are open until midnight or so.
All right.
I don't understand.
9 maybe, but I'm thinking bed.
Yeah.
By 8:45, 9 o'clock, I'm thinking about bed.
Hey, by the way, on the decanter thing, because I was thinking about bedtime and I was thinking about your drink. I found the bourbon to put in the one for guests.
Okay.
Well, I get the good bourbon.
There you go.
Set up.
Yeah,
We're
look
good
at
to
you.
go.
You're going to be one
I
of
got
us
it.
before it's over.
That's right.
When you say you're giving someone your full attention, how much are you actually giving them? 42.7% of you say 51 to 75%. And were you aware there is a total solar eclipse somewhere in the world on average every 18 months? 64.8% of you said no. Ruskin and Zach X Polls brought to you by our good friends at Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale. 479-225-8809.
All right. Casey in Ozark on the McClarty Hotline wants to know what time the wealthy people of Bentonville eat at restaurants. That'd be you. Well, downtown Bentonville rolls up at like 9 o'clock.
Yeah,
there's nothing going on up there at all. It's very quiet.
Again,
there's not much nightlife up there.
A proper country.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it's just
not like these hippies down in Fayetteville. And by the way, your farmers market is second tier Bentonville.
We got a blacksmith, DQ. Deal with it. All right.
I don't think that matters.
No, it does.
What
How
do you
does it-
need the blacksmith for?
If you're not gonna base a farmer's market on what's there, then what are you basing it on?
Or
what she knows.
I guess it's
and how
just-
far is it to drive?
It is further away
from
than-
you.
From me. Yeah.
What about all the Bentonville people? It's closer for them.
It's a
Okay.
superior farmer's market.
It's excellent.
It's superior.
I will be there
I don't
Saturday.
think the Fayetteville
Opening
Farmers
day.
Market needs a blacksmith to be
No,
better.
No, Fayetteville, it's got to stop handing people the petitions. That's
They
gotta
have
stop.
that. They have petitions everywhere.
But-
Everywhere you go, there is someone with a petition.
You know where
It
they-
is not just the Fayetteville Farmers Market.
You know
I
wh-
went to Sam's Club the other day, and
You know where they don't
God!
have You know where they don't have petitions? Springdale. We don't do that.
that's
we don't
true.
play.
I don't. Is
Thank
there
you.
a rule?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, like you can't go door to door in Springdale. Call the cops, cops chase them.
I don't think people go door to door with
I'm
petitions.
just
in
that was like one of the big things.
I had a guy at a sandwich shop parking lot in Fayetteville come up to me wanting to sign something. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. I don't care. Leave me alone.
Okay. But it's
I don't know.
not just the blacksmith. It's everything there.
Yeah, it's pretty
Food's
good.
better.
Pretty good.
No, it just
Yeah.
it's too overwhelming.
It's easier to park.
It is. No, it's not.
Yes,
Oh,
it
sure
is.
it is.
Yes,
Absolutely.
No, Fayetteville has
No.
that giant parking lot
Yeah,
that's
well,
free on
that's always
Saturdays.
full.
They've got 2 parking garages.
That's right.
Plus a
Well-
couple of municipal lots.
Yeah,
Much
yeah,
easier.
yeah,
to
yeah.
park.
I
I do
park
have
behind the courthouse.
I do have connections with parking.
Oh,
I
my
do
God.
have
There
I
we
do
go.
have a pretty solid
there we
connection
go. There
with
you go.
parking on the
Yeah, yeah.
square. So
I'll be there Saturday. Come by and say hello. The Bentonville Farmers Market.
Yeah, I'm not
I
going to do
think
that.
you should say that you don't have a spot at the farmers market. You're just gonna be there.
No, I will be there.
It
as
sounds
they-
like you're selling things.
No,
at
I'm
the
not selling.
farmers
No, I'll be shopping there. I will not be buying any, or I won't be selling anything.
Guyman from Springdale says the best part about the Fayetteville Farmers Market is the chinchillas that smell like BO.
They have no. The best
DQ?
part is the musician on every corner of the square. I like that. I like the musicians.
DQ, can I go to the Fayetteville Farmers Market and start an anti-petition petition?
Great idea.
Yeah, you need like 100,000 signatures.
Okay. Did we strike a nerve? Because you, Cody says you
No,
get
there was
heated.
this guy yesterday who there are petitions everywhere, but right now Fayetteville's trying to get the alcohol sales on Sunday passed.
Oh yeah.
And then this guy told me and my mom that he kind of, scoffed at Madison County and was like, "Oh, you should move."
Wow.
Like that doesn't make me want to sign your petition if that's that's how you're representing the petition. We can't sign it because we don't vote in Fayetteville. But still.
Now, here's Derek in Fayetteville. He's lived in both. He says after living in Fayetteville for 8 years and going to their farmers market and now living in Centerton for the past 2, Bentonville Farmers Market is 100 times better than Fayetteville.
That's right.
A lot more to do, not a hippie farm.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
More
You spelled
regular
hippie
people.
wrong, but Derek, but we'll let that slide.
That's okay. Spelling doesn't count here. As long as
Keith
we
in
can make it
Bentonville
out.
was turned away at the Fayetteville's farmer market for not wearing enough Patagonia.
He is lying.
That's right.
You showered today? Oh, I'm sorry. You're not allowed here.
You're not welcome here.
Hey, maybe Calipari will show up at
Now,
the Fayetteville Farmers
what-
Market one day. You know what I mean?
What, in an Italian suit? No, sir.
Wait, no, he's gonna be pushing that dog around in the stroller,
No,
trying to
he's
get some produce.
Oh, hey, I'll tell you what. I'll get him the blinged up key for the grocery getter. He'll fit right in.
Are these carrots organic?
DQ, is there a dress code for the Fayetteville Farmers Market?
No.
Come as you are, baby.
Right. In Bentonville, there isn't. I've been to that one.
Yeah,
They're
you
very
just have to
welcoming.
be a millionaire.
That's not true. I go
That's
there
right.
all the time.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Keep the riffraff like you out. That's what we're trying to do. That's it. All right. It's 28 minutes until the hour here on Ruscin and Zach. We will hit you with the drive home, and Klay Henry's coming up on this day. Stay with us.
This is Ruscin and Zach,
My rolly don't take it glides.
ESPN Arkansas, and streaming on hitthatline.com. Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline to join the local conversation on ESPN Arkansas. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel has a vehicle to fit both your style and budget. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, you're never too far from a good deal. Visit McClartyDaniel.com to find your next ride. Find your next ride with McClarty Daniel at a price you'll love. Join the conversation on ESPN Arkansas at 866-285-4005.
Hey, it's Derek Ruscin. Let me tell you about Matt, who's been living in Rogers and had a beautiful home that he wanted to sell, but he wasn't sure where to start. After he did some research, Matt decided to enlist the help of the Limbird Real Estate Group. The Limbird team listed Matt's home competitively, and within just 6 days, they had an offer for $2,000 over asking price. Matt was thrilled with the quick sale and the extra money he received from the sale. Throughout the entire process, the Limbird Real Estate Group provided exceptional service, keeping Matt informed every step of the way. With expert marketing and negotiation skills, the Limbird Real Estate Group showcased its commitment to exceptional service and client satisfaction. Matt could not have been happier with the outcome and was grateful for the help he got from the Limbird Real Estate Group. Tara's home selling strategy, coupled with her incredible marketing, is so successful that she's selling homes for thousands over asking. This is why I would trust Tara Limbird if I was selling my home. Find out more about it at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
The madness continues at Mad Rooster Beer Company in Fayetteville. Mad Rooster brews high-quality, innovative beer selections, including IPAs, stouts, fruited sours, and seltzers across their 30 taps. Mad Rooster has 8 big screens and key game audio, so you won't miss a single minute of the action. Don't settle for an ordinary watch party when you can experience all the madness at Mad Rooster. Mad Rooster Beer Company, brewed locally in Fayetteville at 1107 Southwest Avenue.
The future of medicine is here at QC Kinetics. Hi, Tommy Kraft here for QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in the most exciting revolution in pain management we've seen in decades. Regenerative medicine. If you're tired of achy joints, if your joint pain is keeping you from doing what you love, you need to call QC Kinetics right now. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics is transforming lives with innovative treatments that deliver lasting results. We're talking natural biologics, using your body's power to repair and restore damaged tissue. Call QC Kinetics now to learn more about exciting options. This is a revolutionary approach that can get you long-term relief with no downtime, no drugs, and no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation. 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234. 999-1234 for QC Kinetics.
You won't miss a moment of the March basketball action at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill in Fayetteville, now under new ownership. Cold drinks and hot food specialties are sure to score points with your entire crew. Come watch all the madness at On the Mark. 6,000 square feet of sports entertainment, over 40 flat screen TVs, and the best smoked wings. All at On the Mark Sports Bar and Grill, 2588 North Craig Avenue in Fayetteville. Now under new ownership. On the Mark. All the games, all the time. It's finally that time of year. We're coming out of the winter doldrums. Celebrate the sun at the All-American Steakhouse with your favorite people. Come out for a great meal and fun atmosphere. Watch games, have drinks, and just enjoy yourself. Quality is the name of the game at the All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater in Springdale. Along with the steaks, the salads they serve will blow you away. The toughest thing to do is to decide which one to order. Everything else is easy peasy. Just sit back and relax and enjoy your stay. The All-American Steakhouse on Sunset in Springdale. Your Mach 1 market moment.
And inflation is something we've been talking about for a long time. It's trickling into 24. It's still here. Yeah. You know, it's a different conversation than it was a year ago.
You know, and I like this, how are Americans feeling?
Yeah.
You know, we see clients in our office every day, all ages, demographics. And I would say that there might be a slight tick up in optimism, but, you know, there's still some pessimism.
Oh, for sure.
Some concern.
I mean,
here in Northwest
I just had a conversation with a client yesterday that they were like, everything's so expensive.
Yeah.
Just the basics of going to the grocery store and you walk out with 2 bags and it was $150. And that's a very real thing, that getting the basics and trying to get by day to day. And it's costing a lot of money these days to do that.
Visit Mach1FG.com to hear the whole conversation and get your investment questions answered. For full disclosures, visit Mach-1financial.com/disclosure.
ESPN 99.5. The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruskin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
I have a low IQ.
All right, we're back here at the 23 minutes until the hour on Ruscin and Zach. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle, or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
I have 982 photos of cats.
Look, another player's rung the bell. That means he did his personal best.
Yeah, top dog.
Woo pig.
Top dog. Oh, we've got Klay Henry coming in here at the, as we say in the industry, the top of the hour. Talking about, all the stuff going on here with Calipari and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And they finally let John Tyson hire a coach. They've been trying to hire Gus Malzahn for 10 years.
They let John cook.
They let John cook and got the Calipari deal done here. I don't know how much of this is I don't think this was Hunter Yurichek's idea in the least, but, he's a facilitator. He's getting people, moving in the right places together and stuff. So, I mean, he gets some of the credit for this. But I didn't give him all the blame for Friday's perceived mess of a situation that it was. I didn't buy into that at all. I'm like, he's doing something. He sent a smoke screen out through the media to get everybody off his back, to leave him alone so he can go, figure some of this stuff out. So I don't give him all the blame for all the angst. That's your fault, being a bad consumer. That's not his fault. And I don't give him 100% of the credit, but he did, get the right people in the right room at the right time and, do all that stuff. So you got that going on. But anyway, I mean, that's what happened here. And now apparently, you hear that like Jerry Jones is involved with the money now, and Rob Walton, who, by the way, Rob Walton went to Arkansas. He's not part of the Missouri Waltons. He went here. He owns the Denver Broncos now. So, he's apparently, stepping up to the pump here. I told you that with this NIL deal, I told you 2 weeks ago, they got to go find some whales. Well, they did. They found him some whales. Yeah. When you're talking 3 billionaires, I mean, hello.
I would be very curious to know what the member count is. I mean, last week, the director of the Edge Collective goes on and tells you have 500 people. Not 5,000, but 500. How many people you got now? The Twitter page has picked up, 400 followers just in the last 24 hours. So obviously this has created some sort of a buzz. Everybody's pretty happy.
Right.
And maybe that's the key to all of this. You got to get momentum going. And and people are willing to I guess jingle the purse the purse a little bit more.
Yeah. No, they're willing to it's this Calipari thing. It happened so quickly. It's like it's like The Hangover. Like everybody woke up this morning. There was a tiger walking around a room, and a guy's missing teeth. And all of a sudden, they've donated a bunch of money out of their account to the university. And you're like, man, what happened last night? There's a naked man in the back of the car. Like, what happened here? Like, it went to bed, and then all of a sudden, I have less money today, and there's a tiger in the room. What the hell happened here last night?
It was a busy day yesterday.
It's crazy. I was like, I don't know what happened, but I don't have $10,000. What happened here? Where'd the money go? What is this Edge? What did I do? What was I think? What did I do?
We're eating ramen for the rest of the week. I know that. Remember, if you donate once, they're going to want more next time.
Yeah, the ticket prices are going up, so that'll be that'll be good.
Yeah. They are about to.
I'll probably be moved to the up. I'll probably be moved to the upper tank with the.
You'll get moved out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We'll probably get moved out. That may be true. I don't know.
And it's not just basketball tickets. They'll spread it out over everything.
Yeah.
But the increase will be there.
I think the funniest outcome would be Eric Musselman taking the Kentucky job now. I would sit in the floor and laugh if that happened.
I don't think he's on their radar.
Probably
I think they're
not.
thinking big. And look,
well, he's a pain in the butt.
It's a lot different when your coach leaves you, gets up and leaves, than when you fire him. When you fire him, it was your decision. When he gets up and leaves you, then and then you watch them. You watch him go 2 states over, and now he's still in your league. They're going to need to do exactly what Arkansas did, which is to make a splash hire that appeases everybody. And for them, every coach in America is accessible, whether they're employed or not. Every coach is accessible. They just have to make the right offer.
I think I disagree with Al here. Al just texted on the McCarty hotline. What happened here is a clear sign that this is Sam's last season because the big dogs, including 2 NFL owners and an owner of a large poultry production facility, wrote some checks. I think it's the opposite. I think it buys Pittman another year because I don't think the university can go to those guys in 6 months and get another $50 million. I don't think they can do it.
Or do they go, if we get rid of him, see what happened the last time?
They could say that. I think what they've done is to a certain extent, they've written off football. Not that they want to be terrible at it, but they're never going to be elite at it. And they understand that now. So they're willing to just, go along to get along with football. But what they see is basketball, we can do that. We can take this. We can win this. We can make this happen financially. It's good money to spend because the return could very well be a championship. It's been done here before, and the last guy, got to the Elite Eight a couple times. So that's it's attainable. So they went in on that, and that's what I think they're doing here. They're to a point writing off football. Not that they need them to go 2-10, but they know they're never winning. They're not going 12-0 in that.
Well, they can only solve one problem at a time.
Right.
Picks basketball first. Matt Naked, South Carolina, asking, is it odd nothing has been officially announced to UK players or by the UA yet? This is my understanding, is that it's championship night. And there's kind of an unwritten rule that you don't rock the boat on championship.
They've stolen enough thunder today.
Right. And they didn't do anything.
Well, right.
It got leaked. And so I think you'll probably see that announcement tomorrow.
ESPN stole the thunder. And by the way, the men's championship is not on ESPN's air. So they really don't care if anybody watches the thing. Honestly, they don't care.
But they're using the same information we are.
Yeah.
They're just citing, the people who allegedly have the sources. So they're not going to. Arkansas is not going to put out anything, I would imagine, until tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Well, the other thing we know here is that the boosters are running these coaching searches again, which hasn't happened in quite a long time here. And so with every coaching search, whenever the next one is, a year, 5 years, 3 years, whatever it is, there's going to be a crap ton of leaks again. Because that's what happens when boosters run searches, is that they can't wait to tell people, and then other people can't wait to tell people what they know because they want to feel cool. And so, we're going to have a bunch of that going on in the future, which is interesting. But for a most part, they have. I think this bought Pittman at least another year, unless they go like 1-11 or something stupid like that. But if they go 5-7, he'll be back, in my opinion, because they are throwing all the money towards basketball. They don't really care right now.
If he went 6-6, you could make the case. 5-7, back-to-back losing seasons. I think you'd have to do something there. You can't just give the appearance that you're punting. You make this huge splash higher in basketball, and you're just going to leave football behind.
But if basketball is thriving at that point, will anybody notice? I mean, people will move on. We saw it in basketball this year. As soon as they started losing, everybody left, they started going on baseball. So that's what will happen is people will just say, football's all right, basketball's coming up.
I know
people won't be paying attention.
Football's a different animal, though. Football's you can't be bad at football. Football's your bell cow. It's your biggest money.
Bad. If they're bad, they have to make a move.
They're going to be bad.
But if they're mid, as the kids say, then I think that they won't do anything. They need him to be mid.
6-6, 7-5. Absolutely, I'm right there with you. 5-7 back-to-back losing seasons. You can't sell that. You can't sell it under any circumstances. Your season ticket sales are going to plummet if you're bringing him back after a 4-8, 5-7.
Yeah,
you can't sell it. There's no way to sell it.
Well, no, you can't. Well, they're not selling it now.
They are.
They'll sell more basketball.
They brought in a $1.5 million offensive coordinator. That was their sales pitch this year. Next year, if you're 5-7, what do you sell? You can't. There's nothing else out there for you.
I don't know. I don't think I don't think you can ask these as wealthy as they are. I don't think you can have you can ask them to spend $100 million in a year to fix athletics. I don't think they can do that. But maybe I'll be wrong about that. But I mean, if it's a total failure, like 2-3 wins, then they have to blow it up. They have to. But if it's in the 6 or 7 range, they're going to keep him. Maybe 5. I think at 5 they might keep him. 5's better than 4.
5. Is it?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Arkansas doesn't go 9-4.
Yeah, see, that's right. I think you said it.
Why'd you say that?
It's true.
Mean.
Yeah. Does Arkansas win 5 national titles in a row now? And one for each year of John Calipari's contract?
Ugh, No.
Okay. Well, that's being very negative.
Oh man.
That's very, very negative.
That can go in there with the 100 check. Oh, we're gonna win.
Ugh.
Oh, the Jeff Long thing? No. No. All right, your drive home was powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach.
Oh, hey, before we, I know we're going to get to play in a minute. You want to do the practice report?
Yeah, let's do the practice. Spring game Saturday, by the way.
It is 11:30. We're on the air with the pregame show. 12 o'clock for the football game. But Sam,
you think they're going to be like, "Hey, Cal, you want to make an appearance?" And he's like, "No, I'm good.
I'm
good, thank you."
Sam Pittman took to the mic today.
Offensive line issues, back issues, running route issues, tight end issues.
I hate him. Oh man.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I bet someone deleted it. They didn't like us playing it.
Enjoy the pleasure of an Arkansas win and
there's-
pleasuring yourself to that win, man.
You jackass. Oh, man.
Ty's got to be excited about this.
Oh, well, he's in Montana.
Did he weep? Do we know?
No.
He wasn't in Montana. He was on the show today.
Yeah, no, I think he's
is he en route now?
I don't know. I don't care.
This
to be
eclipse
real
is
honest.
screwing everything up, man.
He sent out some text this morning that I forgot to respond to.
I didn't get it.
No, it wasn't to you.
He didn't send it to me.
Because you're not part of that process.
No, I'm not.
If you'd
I
like
like to be as part of as few processes as possible.
If you'd like to be, I am more than willing to give up my seat on this bench. You can have it.
I hate those plastic hog hats.
Oh. Wow. That's something.
You. Man.
I think we need we got to get Calipari to good chair.
Mhm.
I'm trying to think of all the marketing opportunities here.
Oh, the
with
calzone is
Calipari.
easy.
The calzone.
That is that's
Get your official calzone at the Bud Walton's concourse.
you call the student section. It's the calzone.
Yeah.
And then whoever makes good calzones, you can bring them in, feed the students.
And a your best IPA.
Bruh. One of the low points. And of course, that didn't happen in Bentonville. That happened in Fayetteville.
Right.
Bruh.
Bailey in Denver has texted in highest attendance spring game or people at the airport when Cal lands the airport. Are we going out there? When is he landing? We going out there?
He's not even officially hired yet.
Well, it's a technicality. It's a signature.
Oh, is it?
He'll get around to it.
Yeah.
He wouldn't do this.
It says you. He was out walking his dog today.
That's right.
When the moving trucks show up, then you know it's a thing.
Yeah. When does Mayflower or Atlas arrive or whatever? Does he get Musselman's old house? How does that work?
No.
Oh, you don't think so?
No.
He gets a new house?
Yeah, why not?
They'll probably build him a house.
Probably.
Like,
What you're spending,
you've
better
already
make it
started
happen.
on it. Gets his own house out there. Maybe that's what it is. Oh man. Lurch is pleased that they'll have suits on the sideline again.
Well,
They
he
won't be
does
dressed
that
like
sometimes.
a boy band out
yeah,
there.
He does that sometimes. It's not always. Preseason games or non-con games in November, he doesn't wear a lot of suits.
No.
It's a lot of a fashionable sweatwear.
Yeah. CH wants to know if I'll welcome him with a double bird. He is the only coach they've hired that I've already flipped off twice in history. So that is newsworthy. I did. If you missed, I don't know. We got a bunch of people who may have never heard of the show before today. In 2020, Kentucky's playing Arkansas at Bud Walton Arena. I'm in the upper tank with my dad, and he got thrown out of the game. Kentucky would go on and win, by the way. And I'm up there, I blew my voice out, yelling, and I flipped him off with both hands in front of people. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. And now he's the coach here. So,
well, that and Dave Van Horn was yelling.
Dave Van Horn was waving bye-bye at him. Yeah.
Dave, that first staff meeting, I think there are some people in that room that will owe him an apology.
Yeah, probably so, I guess.
Does he speak at the first staff meeting? Does he
let him say a few words?
Hi, everybody. I'm John.
It's good to be working with you. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. It's people are excited about it. And look, if he adapts to college basketball, this has a chance to be really great. If he just comes here to do the John Calipari lap dance, then you'll have similar NCAA success. Like he's 1-4 in his last 5 NCAA tournament games, and that'll continue. But you'll win a lot of games in the regular season. You know what Musselman's regular season. Remember how bad January used to be?
Yes.
I got the numbers on that. Calipari 4-3 versus Musselman, by the way, if you need that information. 20-21 in January.
That's not great.
20-21.
That's not great.
It's miserable.
That's. And there were some tough Januaries.
Whatever you say about championships and Final Fours and all that, the first order of business, fix that. Where we don't have to watch, this team flop around in January and try to figure everything out. It's awful. It's awful. It's an awful watch. So fix that first. Then we can worry about all the other stuff.
I feel like they will get out of the gates quicker, and that there will not be as much waiting around and head scratching losses.
Yeah,
he
did have an early season loss to Evansville a couple years ago, though. I mean, that did happen.
Riccardi.
Well, yeah, who later got fired for.
He had a tough time there.
Well,
And,
he liked to be involved with the student body. Let's put it that way.
I
Very involved.
I will point out, 30 days ago, he got bounced by Oakland.
He did.
Now, some of that may have been just both sides wanted this to end.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The other thing, I don't like that they are. I don't like doing Kentucky a favor here because that's what you're doing. But hey, whatever.
Let's see who they get.
Arkansas did them a favor by letting them have Eddie Sutton 40 years ago. So, all right, Drive Home powered by Mr. Sparky here on Ruscin and Zach. Hickey and Hull Law Partners have you covered in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock, and in Mena. Hickey and Hull Law specializes in divorce, custody cases, and civil litigation. They've got over 70 years combined experience to help you out if you're in a tight spot. Go to kevinhickeylaw.com or call 479-434-2414 today to schedule your consultation. Or go by and see them at their offices in the River Valley, Northwest Arkansas, Little Rock, and in Mena. kevinhickeylaw.com or 479-434-2414. Ruscin and Zach.
I'm Allison Wise in the 4029 newsroom. Today, millions of people across the country came to the natural state to experience a rare celestial event. We're talking about the Great American Solar Eclipse. Hundreds also tied the knot with a ceremony in Russellville under the shadow of the moon. And the Arkansas Razorbacks may have found their next head coach. According to ESPN, John Calipari, the current Kentucky men's basketball head coach, is finalizing a 5-year deal to become the next head coach of the University of Arkansas. This is just days after Eric Musselman announced he was leaving the Hill for USC. ESPN sources said that there's a 5-year deal on the line that's expected to be finalized within the next 24 hours. Be sure to catch us tonight on 4029 News. We'll show you students who watch the eclipse, and we talk to people who travel to Arkansas for this amazing event. Those are your headlines. I'm Allison Wise.
Spring camping season is here. Don't miss the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th at 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway in Rogers behind Newt's. Sponsored by two of the state's largest RV dealers, Wheels RV and Moix RV, with brands you love like Grand Design, Jayco, Brinkley, Flagstaff, Coachman Catalina, Vibe, and Winnebago. On-site financing available, plus food trucks, a variety of vendors, and bounce house for the kids. Make plans to attend the NWA RV Show and Outdoor Party April 13th and 14th, 5102 West Pauline Whitaker Parkway, Rogers.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with Benny Malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Are you ready to level up your wellness game and feel your absolute best?
You bet, Amber, and the place to do it is Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness.
Voxy is your ultimate destination for all things health and well-being.
Whether you're looking to shed some pounds, boost your energy, or simply improve your overall wellness, Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness has got you covered.
With a team of experienced professionals and a personalized approach, Voxy will help you achieve your weight loss goals like never before.
And folks, if you're struggling with weight loss, fatigue, or even low testosterone symptoms, Voxy has a game changer for you. With our concierge medicine approach, we will be with you every step of the way through your wellness journey.
Semaglutide is a groundbreaking medication that has shown remarkable results in helping people lose weight and keep it off.
And Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness is one of the few places where you can access this life-changing treatment.
Take control of your wellness journey and text Voxy Aesthetics and Wellness today. Text 479-274-8454.
Remember, it's time to invest in yourself and score big on your well-being. Visit VoxyNWA.com. That's VoxyNWA.com.
Hey, it's James Teague. Over the years playing baseball, I've grown accustomed to closing innings, but now I'm closing cases. With almost 30 years in the business, the Teague Law Firm can help you with all family law matters, including divorce, custody, and child support. We can also help with criminal law such as traffic offenses, DWIs, and more. Call me at the Teague Law Firm at 479-877-1688. That's 479-877-1688. Visit us online at teague-law.com.
Teague Law Firm, if they can't help you, they'll talk football.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Sign Studio is the source for complete visual marketing, so don't let the name fool you. We're not just signs. Sign Studio is your all-encompassing partner for advertising success. Need a logo? We'll design it. Want it printed on pins, cards, banners, or even tablecloth? We'll do it. What are you waiting for? Kickstart your brand with our custom products today. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 479-250-4844.
If you've been injured in an accident that wasn't your fault, we have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions. They'll tell you if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-420-6060. So if you've been injured in an accident and think you deserve compensation, call now. Find out if you have a case and how much it's potentially worth. Call 800-420-6060 to speak with a live person now. Advertisement sponsored by Legal Help Center. May not be available in all states.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Broadcasting live from the Cards Recycling Studio. Cards is the official residential, commercial, and recycling waste collection service of the Ruscin and Zach Show. ESPN Arkansas presents Derek Ruscin.
Have we got a stadium? Yes. Have we got a college? Yes. Well, we can't support both. Tomorrow we start tearing down the college.
And Zach Arns.
Work. Hello, boys. Have a good night's rest. I missed you.
With DQ.
Just gonna go have fun. No one out there that I know of in the audience actively hates me.
Call or text the McClarty Daniel hotline, 866-285-4005. With 6 locations in Springdale and Bentonville, a good deal is never far away. Ruscin and Zach.
But if they hate him, why do they listen?
Most common answer. I want to see what he'll say next.
This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
I don't know what to say about that.
All right, we're back here on Ruscin and Zach, 866-285-4005. It's how you can join us here on the McClarty Daniel Hotline. Your drive home is powered by Mr. Sparky.
Need a licensed electrician to service your home? Give us a jingle or just use this one.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
For local pros, call Mr. Sparky.
Every stereotype that you have towards French people, it's true.
French catching a stray.
That means he did his personal best.
There it is. All right. Klay Henry joins us now here on Ruscin and Zach. Clay, good afternoon.
How are y'all doing?
Anything happen this weekend? How's your weekend? How are the cicadas?
The ground has got to be 64 degrees, so they're probably a few weeks away. Okay. I'm tying them. I'm ready. For everybody that was ready with eclipse sunglasses, I'm ready with cicadas.
Did you watch the eclipse?
I did. I went out behind the fly shop. Monday's my day at the fly shop. Gina and walked up from the house to the fly shop and brought our glasses. And then we had eclipse cookies There's one row that's like, dark Oreos and one row of white Oreos. So we could take their cookies and move them back and forth and pretend like it was the eclipse.
Oh,
We didn't do
I like
anything
that.
near as cool as that.
No, but Zach made fun.
That
of
was
him.
her idea. She's clever.
I did not make fun of you.
You definitely made fun of DQ and I for going outside and we
All
were
I
looking at it.
said was that you guys were a couple of rubes and tourists.
And then you asked for my glasses so you could see the eclipse.
There we go.
Hypocrite.
It's like, yep. It was like, okay. But when it got down to the nitty gritty, he wanted to see it.
Yeah, he wanted to see it.
I looked up. I said, "Hey, it's the eclipse," and I went back to what I was.
And then he was making fun of all the people at the bank across the street that walked outside and were looking at.
you.
That's the time that's the time you can go in and pilfer the money. Yeah.
Oh,
They
we didn't think of that.
Is it required now, like at once you hit 50 years old, when you walk into the bank to ask them if they have any free samples?
That's funny.
That's kind of like in the old days. We used to call the Little Rock Zoo and says, "Can you get Mr. Lion on the phone?"
Is your refrigerator running? Yeah.
You better go get it.
Yep. Well, we're here again, Clay. Razorback Athletics, Theater of the Unexpected, and here we are as Arkansas is prepared to make John Calipari the next men's basketball coach. An announcement forthcoming.
This is pretty big, guys. I mean, this is never would have believed it, but here it is. Makes perfect sense. It is the exact same thing that Arkansas was good fortune to get Bobby Petrino back. Sam Pittman really needed an offensive coordinator, and one of the best in the world really needed to come to Arkansas. I mean, he's Petrino. And I think it's the same thing in basketball. Arkansas really needs a great head coach, and there's a really great head coach that needs Arkansas. And I talked to Eddie Sutton at length about the pressures at Kentucky that will just eat you up. They got Eddie. And I just want to know, when they have this press conference tomorrow, is John Calipari going to say, "I would have crawled from Lexington"?
I hope so.
Oh man, you want to talk about?
He'd get a 20-minute.
The place will erupt.
You know how at the film festivals they give like those 20-minute standing ovations? Like he'd get a 30-minute standing ovation here if he
He
used
may
that
not
line.
just say it like that, but he may say, "This is a great place to crawl to."
Yeah, if he alludes to
Something
it, that'll
like
work
that.
too. Yeah.
Just crawl.
Are you
Yeah.
breaking news that they're going to have the press conference tomorrow?
I think they are. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. I know I'm going to be ready. I've got some things I got to get done. And I'm trying to decide whether I don't watch the basketball game tonight and get them done. It's a feature that's due Wednesday. And I think tomorrow's just going to be a blur, though. That's my gut. I'm usually right about this.
If they did that, they'd have to announce it tonight, right?
No.
Couldn't announce it after the game.
You're not going to announce it in the morning and have the press conference tomorrow afternoon, are you? You got to do this in stages so everybody can celebrate.
They can do what they want to, Zach.
Oh,
they can.
Fine.
Maybe they
Let
wait.
me just say, sometimes I know.
Sounds like he knows.
All right. Okay. All right. See, all you had to do was say that.
Has the Palm Squad been asked to assemble? That's a question.
All right.
That's how you know.
Now we know.
Yeah.
There's somebody that's been asked to assemble.
There you go. See, there it is. Yeah. So this is we are getting people though, because this is the way the world works. There are people, Clay, that are texting in that are nervous that it hasn't been made officially official yet. And it's basically done.
There's people that worry about everything. There were people worried that the eclipse wasn't going to happen. There are people that worried that it was going to happen and that they would be gone. You know what I was worried about?
What's that?
Every time that I'm outside and having a good time, I just go all the way back to my childhood, and it gets dark, and my mother would say, "You have to come in and take a bath."
Yeah.
And I thought that's what was going to happen. It got dark, and I'm having a good time. I was like, "Oh, somebody's going to." I mean, darkness is never good. You can't play golf. You can't fish. You can fish at night, but I don't like it.
No. Can't hunt at night.
But hey, this has been a unique day because of the eclipse. And when I woke up, there was a text from my daughter. I mean, I be at the fly shop at 7, so I'm up early. She's up early too. And she says, "This is a surprise. It's going to be this is the coach. And I mean, I'm getting the fog out of my eyes and got a coffee, cup brewing. And, it's like, oh, I didn't see this coming. And I didn't. And I was at the baseball game Saturday afternoon and, ran into the chancellor, behind the boxes. And he was working on something. I mean, he was working on something. I'm sure it was already happening.
Oh, yeah.
Hunter's in Glendale. And he's meeting with, I mean, I didn't know it, but he had to be meeting with the Kentucky coach. Let's talk about him a little bit.
Who?
Calipari.
Okay.
First of all, I think it's a good fit. I think he loves Arkansas. I mean, respects it. What I'm saying is, he's lost to them. He knows what this is. Just think about when he got ejected, how loud it was. When he's leaving the court, so loud that his players covered their ears. He knows that's something good that he's going to have. It's never like that in Rupp. Never that loud, and they had 24,000. He's going to have great players. He knows how to get them. I think he got burned out at Kentucky, and I think it's going to be a fresh start, and I think it's going to be great.
What about Ashley Judd?
Great respect for Nolan.
What about Ashley Judd, Clay? Has anyone checked on her?
We don't need her.
Okay.
We got our own celebrity fans. We don't need her.
We don't need her.
We got Robert from Nashville.
Hey, I mean, you guys, didn't y'all have the hurdler Miss Arkansas, University of Arkansas?
Yeah, we had Miss U of A on Friday.
We'll put her in the third row, and everybody can say, "There she is."
There you go. Yeah.
I mean, we don't need Ashley Judd.
I
Plus,
just asked
Ashley
if anybody
Judd,
had checked
wait a
on
minute. Ashley Judd is old. She has gotten old. She is not what she once was.
All right. Talking with Klay Henry here. Your drive home.
She'd say the same thing about me. She probably has.
Yeah.
You know Ashley Judd?
I mean, I've been in the media room when she's kind of stormed through in her little Kentucky T-shirt. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Different games at the SEC tournament. I mean, like she didn't come into the arena like the rest of the fans. I mean, it's like,
Neither do you.
Old.
She went through the loading dock.
Yeah. But you go through the dock. That's where the important people go.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm supposed to. She's not.
That's okay. Good point.
Yeah.
Do I have to apologize at that game where he got thrown out, Clay? I was sitting in the upper tank and I gave him 2 middle fingers. Do I need to apologize for that?
Yeah, I think you should do it right now and get it over with.
Okay, well, I apologize to
okay, we're done with
Don
that.
Calipari and all of his family members for that terrible display of poor sportsmanship on my part.
The thing about that is they won the game.
They came. Were they trailing when that happened?
By like 19 or something.
Yeah,
like 17.
Yeah, they won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it
was like Arkansas didn't score again. I mean, we thought it was over, and it was.
They went to the stall ball, and they just kept stealing it. Yeah.
I'm sure he went to the locker room. He's like, I got him right where I want him.
Oh, he knew what he was doing there. Absolutely.
Man, they were good. They were so talented. And they have been talented. I think it's we saw it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to put all that together. But I like the idea of bringing in 5 stars and seeing if we can put it together. It's just like that's my idea of fun.
Yeah. Let's see. That was I'm looking at the stats on that game.
I wanted to see they were up by a couple, like 3 or 4.
Arkansas led by 12 with 2. No. That's not right. That's Kentucky led by 12 with 2 minutes left.
Yeah. They blew them out.
Yeah.
Kentucky did.
Yeah. All right. We're talking with Klay Henry here. Your drive home powered by Mr. Sparky, 866-285-4005 to join us on the McCarty Daniel Hotline. The thing I wonder about Calipari, he is 1-4 in his last 5 NCAA tournament games. I know the players will be here, but the players were at Kentucky too, and the March success hasn't been what it was, a decade ago when he went to the Final Four and he won it all in 2012. If he's willing to adapt, I think it's the sky's the limit. But if he's going to come here and try the 2010 stuff again, I don't know. He'll win a lot of games, but will he win important NCAA games? I can't answer that, given the previous results.
I think there's every year it's an individual thing. You can say what it's been, but I just wonder if a fresh start really changes things. And I think you learn. I think he probably learned. There's some things you don't have to just go after just one and done. You can have some grad transfers. You can do some things like that. We'll see. But I really like the idea of watching 5 stars.
There are officially 0 players, scholarship players on the roster right now.
I think that's a plus.
Okay, I was going to ask you.
That doesn't cloud things for him. And I don't think him finding 13 players is going to be a problem. I really don't. I think he's going to. We heard all kinds of rumors about NIL. He's got NIL money. He knows it. He wouldn't be coming if he didn't. I mean, he could sit out for a year if he didn't like the right landing spot. This is a good landing spot, and things are set for him, or he wouldn't be coming.
I'll just question, and I you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. But did you sit
I know
back?
that. You don't have to tell me I don't have to answer something. I know. I never have to answer anything you ask. Go ahead.
You done?
Maybe.
You sat back and watched.
We should point out this is all in jest, so Tommy
Yeah, it
doesn't
is.
call Zach.
No, it is.
Hey, be nice to Clay.
I don't need the
Oh,
Tommy
I mean,
call
it's
today.
like I went out to practice one day in micro, and you and Chuck had a tiff. I mean, y'all went at it.
Right, exactly.
You hate his guts. No, it's just radio, man.
Well, the last time this happened, Zach got a phone call
Yeah.
saying, "Hey, be nice to Clay," and we just want to point out that this is all part of the
Well,
show.
there's sometimes he deserves that.
You know what?
Ask your question. Ask your
Did
question.
you sit back on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and watch the quote unquote media types run with false information and go, what are y'all doing? Because it seemed to me like everybody had a source, and you know this better than
Yeah.
anybody. Nobody had a source. Nobody until the
Yeah,
very
but
end.
I heard y'all a couple of times, and I did do that because they didn't have anything, and there is the fear that okay, if I don't have anything, I would rather be wrong and just have a
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
But that's wrong too. That's how you get a reputation is being a do nothing. You did something, but you should have done nothing. You should have just let it play out. And then, there's times you do get information. Well, then that's the time you double up and find another source. But one of the things that you guys have put out there that is really false is that people at the U of A or other college put out a smokescreen with wrong information. They don't. They are very helpful. If you got information and you need to check it, they will help you and say, no, that isn't it. That's not even close to it. And drop it like a hot potato. But there's so many people that don't have their trust that they can't do that. They can't call and ask politely, hey, what is this? And if they don't give you an answer, well, then you might be on to something. But they don't want false information out there in any way, shape, or form. That does not help anybody. And so I don't think that there may be people that don't have the guts or don't have the source to call and check, but they don't put out false information. There may be false information out there because they talk to somebody that doesn't know and they feel like they have to tell somebody something or it looks like they're not in the know.
Okay, so, and just let's paint this with a very broad brush. How does the information about Chris Beard get out there? If you had to guess, that hey, man, they got a plane down there, gassed up and ready to go. Then it was Jerome.
There's a guy that thinks that he caused the eclipse, and he thinks that he turned the sun off and he turns the sun back on. And he's an attorney. His name is Jimmy Sexton. And that's where a lot of misinformation, because that's the kind of information that if he puts it out, it helps his client.
Okay, so Beard he's a Sexton client, right?
Correct. They all are.
Okay. Well, yesterday
here's just assume until you hear otherwise that they're Sexton clients. Everyone.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, so yesterday,
because more of them are Sexton than aren't.
Because
if they're not Sexton clients, they will be soon.
I find the mechanics of this coaching search is fascinating. Yesterday, the state.
Okay, let me just tell you. Let me ask you a question. No, I get to ask a question.
Okay, go ahead. Ask your question.
So, do you actually work the coaching search?
Meaning, am I involved in it?
Yeah, or
Absolutely
you just read
not.
everything?
I
Okay.
actually-
So that's unless you work it, you don't understand it and how to do it, and it is very complex, and it takes incredible amount of work, and you have to sort through it all, and you have to understand the first time you're told something, you check it, you check it, you check it, you check it, and then it all once will all come together, and you realize this is where it's at. But most people, the first time they get just one bit of information, they run with it, and it's likely to be wrong.
I mean, that's J School 101 is have three sources. How does the state's
Two
largest,
is good. If they're both good, two is enough.
Yeah, if they're solid, sure. Now, yesterday, the state's largest newspaper reported that Chris Jans and Darrell Walker were interviewing for the job. I don't understand.
They could have been scheduled for, but they,
Well, I guess
here's the thing. Just because you interview does not mean you're the number one guy. And there's always the chance that the number one, it blows up.
Mm-hmm.
So the last thing you want to do is just be standing there and it's like, oh, we got to start over. Well, what's plan B? Well, it's a lot better if you're already down the road with plan B.
Do you know by chance who Calipari's agent is? Is he with
I don't.
CAA? Did we look that up?
That's Sexton. That's Sexton.
Okay, that's Sexton. Okay. So the Calipari thing doesn't come together in 8 hours. It doesn't come together on a Sunday afternoon. That had to have been in the works for at least a couple of days to a week. That's what's fascinating to me is like you were hearing Jans, we're hearing Darrell Walker, we're hearing Beard, we're hearing all of this stuff, and Calipari's name is the last name to surface. And everybody goes, whoa, and that starts sending off alarm bells to me that hey, this is real.
Well, but here's the problem, and I don't care if they're the state's biggest paper or not. Sometimes you put two and two together and you think you got it, and you don't have it, and that's not somebody putting out false information. And here's the other part about it is that sometimes the front end of stuff, there is some information out there that they've got to plan, and maybe it trickles down through board of trustees. But when somebody tells you, there's a chain reaction, and sometimes that's 5 days old. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're already down the road, something else. You see it most in recruiting. So recruiting and coach search stories will make liars out of all of us. Mm-hmm. They just will, because it just changes. And so what you find out at 4 p.m., by 8 p.m., it could be changed several different ways, especially in recruiting. It just keeps changing. And it's, but you better have plan A, you better have plan B, plan C. And they may have thought they had Calipari, but you also know that's a guy that can change his mind at any time.
Yeah. Well,
he's in some ways he's bigger than you are. So you better have another plan.
My problem over the weekend was they screwed up the Beard thing. The AD's doing a terrible job. I did not agree with the fans' assessment of that being the situation. I didn't like that at all. I mean, we don't even know if Juracek and Beard ever even spoke. There's no reporting on any of that actually happening. So I didn't think that was a fair freak out by the fans that oh my God, look what's going on. This thing's a mess. I never believed that at all in the situation. So that was something that bothered me.
What if it was? It doesn't matter now. It is not. That is ancient history, and I mean it is like, when I go all the way back to my dating days. You ask somebody out, they say no, and then they come back. You have an intermediary. They come back and says, hey, she might say yes if you call back. Well, I'm going to go over here. And then you find out later, I mean, she was just dying for you to call back. Well, it's like, well, no, I'm dating her and I'm going to marry her. And then you find out, well, she's sick. Well, that's just tough luck. And Beard, the same thing. You don't know what he really wanted to do. I mean, he might have just been playing Sexton is a master at that. A master.
Right.
And, I dealt with him years and years ago, then I realized you cannot talk to that guy. You just can't. It was bad. I think it was when he was just getting started, and I can't remember if Oklahoma was hiring a coach or Oklahoma State was. And I got a call from him. He knew I was the guy that was writing the lead story. I was just beating the crap out of the Oklahoma City paper with everything I wrote. And he called with some information. And you know what? It wasn't right. It was not right. He was not representing his client right. And I vowed I will never let that happen again. And I mean, he's done it forever and ever.
Yeah.
Clay, can we trust a man who walks a dog with a stroller? I mean, this is Arkansas basketball is important, and Cal's out there walking a dog with a stroller.
I want to tell you, we've got a lab that's about to be 15. And if you know anything about labs, that's really old. And her hips, we pick her up, from the front, put her on the bed, and then we lift her back hips up. She can get down off the bed, but she can't jump up on it. We've got a 15-month though that she can jump over. But when it is time, I promise you, we will walk that dog in a stroller. We're going to, it may be way past what we should do. So you're asking the wrong person.
Okay. His dog was younger, but it felt like we think that Cal was like looking at all the
we don't
the
know.
TV
It's
cameras.
a smaller dog. We don't know if it's the
But
age.
you don't know
though.
what the hips are or whatever. Yeah.
I think he went outside and went, let's have some fun.
I guarantee you, Harry King, he's told me he walks his dog in a stroller. It's a really old dog, and the hips are bad, and it's a smaller dog, same kind of deal. So you're asking if you're wanting to make fun of him for walking his dog, and you don't know the condition of the dog. So yeah, we're gonna have Tommy call you and kind of straighten you out a little bit.
I'm sure he'll be calling anyway. The game was tied at 44 when Calipari got
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, a low scoring
Okay.
affair. Thank
But
you.
We thought we had him, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, up there in a 205.
He's gone.
We thought we had it. Yeah, that's right. It
Yeah.
rallied
So
the team.
you were probably the only one that did the double bird, right? You're the only
Van
one.
Horn was yelling at him.
Well, he wasn't
Oh, yeah,
flipping
he
him off though. He
No, he
waved
wasn't
at him.
flipping him
He was
off, but he was
waving bye
yelling at
bye.
him.
That's
Yeah.
what's going on.
Oh,
He's more
yeah.
civilized than me.
Oh, Dave kind of coughed that information up, though, didn't he? Didn't he say it one time?
Yeah,
Yes.
somewhere the picture is online. I gotta find
Yeah,
it.
there's a screen. You
couldn't
can see it on
deny it.
TV.
Yeah, somebody needs to turn that like into a T-shirt. Just
Yeah.
like
He wasn't waving goodbye. He was waving hello.
Yes, exactly.
He was welcoming him.
Right,
just
right.
4 years later or something like that. Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, we're talking with Klay Henry here, Arkansas, and John Calipari. Maybe a press conference tomorrow. We're waiting to hear the official word on all of that stuff, and we're all hoping that he references Eddie Sutton's crawl to whatever thing at some point in the remarks. Yeah, called a Lexington, crawling back here, 39 years later or whatever. So I hope.
See, I would crawl
Yeah.
to Lexington. They call.
I'll tell you, he'll get a 20-minute standing ovation. They'll do it in the arena, and they'll let fans in, and he'll get a 20-minute standing ovation if he does that. I mean, he won't be able to shut the people up. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Be a phenomenal moment.
Back to the the coach search rumors and everything. You guys don't really care. You just need something to talk about, right? You didn't care if they're right or wrong. It's just like, this is it.
In all honesty, Clay,
We need Twitter. We need something to talk about.
I love the coaching search over the weekend because I didn't look at any of this stuff for 2 days, and I'm like, oh, they'll find a coach, and and we'll talk about it at 2:00 on Monday, and then there you go. So this is the least stress I've been about a coaching search because it happened mostly over a weekend when we're not on the air. So I had fun. I don't know if anybody else had fun, but I had a good time with this one.
Yeah. I mean, their work, and I think most good reporters absolutely hate them, because it is constant turmoil, and you have some really good sources, and sometimes they don't know anything, but they want to tell you something, and you're just like, man, he doesn't know.
And people, it
and
sounds
then he might know, and so you have to keep checking.
And it sounds like what you're telling us is that reliable people with information may just lie to your face.
Well, but they may have a little bit of information.
Yeah.
And sometimes it checks out. Well, yeah, they did know a little bit, but they weren't getting it all.
Right.
And I think it's really difficult, and it's really tough. It was great in a different time where you had to have a story about 11 p.m. So all the stuff that happened during the day, you're checking it, but there's no internet. There is radio, but there was no in the 80s and 90s, there wasn't any talk radio. That hadn't, that didn't exist. So there wasn't any constant updating a story and putting it online and then rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. I'm the guys that really do reporting right, at the very bottom of a story that maybe has changed a couple of times, it will say this story has been updated to correct an earlier error. Well, that's rare for a reporter that does that. Nobody wants to admit that their earlier story was wrong, so they just correct it, and you open it up again. Well, that's not what the guy wrote 30 minutes ago. Well, he's updated it.
Yeah,
but it's the good ones now. A lot of the poor sites, the poor websites, they don't ever admit that they made a mistake.
Just delete it.
Never. No. Well, they just write over it and hit send again, and it disappeared. So if you took a picture of it on your phone, you might have it, but that their mistake.
Yeah. It is once again theater of the unexpected here in Arkansas with this athletic program. There's no doubt about it. All right, we're going to talk more with Klay coming up here in a minute on Ruscin and Zach, so stick around. We'll do the polls and all that stuff. 866-285-4005. The drive home, powered by Mr. Sparky. The Limbird team, the team with the most 5-star reviews, ready to help you out if you are in the market for a new home, looking to sell your home, whatever the case may be. Matt was in Rogers, had a beautiful home that he wanted to sell, but he wasn't sure where to begin. He did a little recon. He listened to your boy here, and he went with the Limbird Real Estate Group. The Limbird team listed Matt's home competitively, and within just 6 days, he had an offer for $2,000 over asking. Matt was thrilled with the quick sale and the extra money he got from the sale. And the Limbird team, they were there every step of the way through the process. They kept Matt informed, exceptional marketing, negotiation skills, and the Limbird team showed their commitment to exceptional service and client satisfaction. And Matt's happy to recommend the Limbird team to you. The Limbird team has sold over $1 billion in real estate. You can get a cash offer in 72 hours or use Terra's high-octane marketing and sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. The only agent I would call if I was selling my home. And the agent with the home value estimator. Go to LimbirdTeam.com and click on home estimate and find out what your home is worth in seconds from the local experts. LimbirdTeam.com, LIMBIRD. LimbirdTeam.com or Google Limbird Real Estate Group for the over 900 5-star reviews. Do it.
Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline. 866-285-4005. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
WT Equipment is your home for New Holland ag and construction equipment, sales, parts, and service. For high horsepower row crop tractors and combines, utility tractors and hay equipment, compact track loaders, and mini excavators. WT Equipment has it all. Stop by one of their 8 locations to explore the value of New Holland tractors and see why New Holland hay equipment and twin rotor combines are second to none in harvesting ability. Need to upgrade your construction equipment fleet? Give WT Equipment a call. Come by a store or check out their website, WTEquip.com.
It's a mystery where Old Spice finds its amazing scents like Himalayan sea salt, but I'm thrilled they have because no other body wash exfoliates and moisturizes 24/7 like Old Spice Gentleman's Himalayan sea salt body wash. Now, if only there was a mountain range separating the Indian subcontinent from the Tibetan plateau where I could hide my Old Spice and keep my family from stealing it, my impossibly smooth skin will finally be safe.
It's Ruscin and Zach.
Give me the hog truck.
Richard's Country Meat Market has everything you need for an old-fashioned crawfish boil. Live crawfish, shrimp, sausage, corn, and potatoes. Give Richard a call by Wednesday to place your crawfish order and pick it up on Friday. While you're there, choose from mild to spicy seasonings for a delicious Cajun crawfish boil. Plus, Richard's has the best selection of fresh fish like salmon and cod. With over 25 years in business, you know Richard's Country Meat Market is the only place to get top choice and prime meat, Petit Jean hams, fresh fish, crawfish, and in-house seasoning. Richards makes it easy with in-store and curbside pickup. To place your order, call ahead at 479-443-0000. Richards Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive. For curbside pickup and to place your crawfish order, call Richards Country Meat Market, 443-0000. 479-443-0000. Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 479-443-0000.
Hey, it's James Teague. Over the years playing baseball, I've grown accustomed to closing innings, but now I'm closing cases. With almost 30 years in the business, the Teague Law Firm can help you with all family law matters, including divorce, custody, and child support. We can also help with criminal law such as traffic offenses, DWIs, and more. Call me at the Teague Law Firm at 479-877-1688. That's 479-877-1688. Visit us online at teague-law.com.
Teague Law Firm. If they can't help you, they'll talk football.
Are you ready to upgrade your ride? Head on over to McClarty Daniel Country. McClarty Daniel has over 1,000 used cars to choose from, so you're sure to find the perfect vehicle to fit your needs and budget. With 6 convenient locations in Bentonville and Springdale, you're never too far away from a great deal. But that's not all. If you're looking for something brand new, they've got you covered there too, with a great selection of new cars available for you to upgrade to. So what are you waiting for? Come on down to McClarty Daniel and drive away in the car of your dreams. Online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did. Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Call JT Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him for a quote at 2142 North College Avenue in Fayetteville.
Are you ready for some football? Well, the 2024 Brandon Burlsworth football camps will be here soon. Learn the game of football from Razorback greats at these half-day camps that are open to students aged 7 to 15 years old. Camp dates are May 31st at FS Garrison Stadium in Harrison and June 1st at War Memorial Stadium in Little Rock. Early registration is just $45. And remember, enrollment is limited. So register today at BrandonBurlsworth.org.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks is always adding exciting cocktails to the menu, like the expertly balanced Sincoro Hall of Fame Margarita. Try it at your local lodge today.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. You need the Lindbergh team, home of Arkansas's only instant offer program. Get a cash offer on your home in only 72 hours. Lindbergh Real Estate Group is the #1 team in Arkansas with over $1 billion sold and voted best of the best 10 years in a row, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and now the River Valley. Find out more at LindberghTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Precision Overhead Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all of your overhead door needs. Fully licensed and insured, with locations in Rogers and Fort Smith, serving all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Give them a call today at 844-PDS-DOOR or online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. And congratulations to the team at Precision Overhead Door, back-to-back winners of the Best of Award, Gold Best Garage Company in Northwest Arkansas, and also winners of the River Valley Precision Overhead Door.
McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
ESPN 99.5. We don't care if you love them or you hate them. All we ask is that you keep listening. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Klay Henry with us here on Ruscin and Zach. Let's check on the poll questions today, if we could.
Sure. Your Ruscin and Zach X polls brought to you by our good friends at Unlimited Heat and Air in Springdale. Give them a call, 479-225-8809 for all of your heat and air needs. Klay, is there anyone more full of hope than a mom who hopes it's chocolate smeared on the hand soap in the bathroom?
Well, I think that is definitely true.
64.2% of you said there is nobody more hopeful than that mom. Clay, is it anything you do at work after lunch considered productive, purely unintentional?
Yeah, I think that might be for some people. I always, tried to run all the way to the finish line.
Really? Okay. 70.3% of you said yes. Clay, how do you like your soft pretzels? Salt only or mustard?
See, I'm not a pretzel guy,
Really?
so I could, I can't answer it. Sorry.
Okay. Well, 63.1%.
See, I don't have to
said
answer
salt.
it either. We've already proven that.
Beer
right?
cheese. Soft pretzel and beer cheese. That's
good. That's good.
Clay, have you ever used the 7 button on your microwave?
I don't even know that I have one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
75.5% of you said no. What you have to be careful of is don't mention microwave around these two because microwave talk will take over and you and I can get up and go home.
I could do 20 minutes on the baked potato button. I really could. I was thinking about it all weekend. That's what I was doing.
But mine, I've got this LG microwave, and I can just hit 30 more seconds. It's like, okay, and look, it hadn't blown up yet. I mean, it's okay. It's like the hot dog is dancing.
This is what happens. You get sucked into this microwave.
It's fascinating,
You get
though.
sucked into it.
It's a game
See
everyone
what you're doing
can play.
To people? Stop it.
Everyone has a microwave, and everyone has an opinion on it.
Have you ever put foil in your microwave?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
for
not a
fun.
good thing.
Yeah, I got the fire out before it got too bad, but yeah, it was not good.
Clay, what's more satisfying, the lines in your carpet after you vacuum or lines on your lawn after mowing?
Oh, see, we don't have carpet. We were all hardwood, so I have to say mowing. And
All
I
right.
mean, I do look. A freshly mowed yard is a beautiful.
It's a
thing.
beautiful. It's a
Do
thing
you
of beauty.
Do you put lines? Do you,
Yep.
you like
Oh,
Bob
yeah.
Walker? Like you can do like a words in there or some.
If you
some,
do it right and it looks
patterns.
like an outfield, you're doing something. 89.3% of you said lawn. Let's see here. Cats, Clay, are they pets or squatters?
See, I mean, I've told y'all about dumping a bag of cats in the Arkansas River, right?
I don't believe we know that one. No.
I feel like this is about to take a very dark turn.
Yeah, I was 6, and a cat had a litter of kittens in the front seat of my mom's convertible. She left the top down overnight, in the carport. She bagged them and put me in the back seat, and then drove over the Broadway Bridge. And we got halfway. She said, "Chunk it, Clay." Are y'all going to get in trouble?
I don't know. This will not be in the podcast, but I learned my lesson there. All right. Well, very good. Okay.
81%
Any
of you said
more cat
squatters.
stories?
No.
Let's go to DQ for her reaction to this shocking story.
She's a cat lady, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just did what I was told. I was 6.
I'm not judging you, Clay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
But my mom, you will judge, right? Just think about the leather seats on that convertible, that Impala convertible. That would have been 1961.
Wow.
She was an angry lady.
I have 982 photos of cats.
Yeah.
That was a
That's all?
recording. That's all.
Clay, if you're being held for ransom, would you ask to up the
Thank you
price
for
to
moving
improve
on.
your value if you felt it was a little low?
Pretty good, yes.
61% of you said yes. Boy.
Don't ask you. I bet you don't ask me about cats again.
No.
Did we get a clean version of She Was an Angry Lady?
Oh, yeah.
Did we get that? Okay,
Oh,
good.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, we definitely got that. Clay, if you take your kids, is it a vacation?
I mean, it just depends on their age. Like when they're toddlers, no, it's not. It is not a vacation. It is pure torture.
The trip, not a
Yeah.
vacation.
Yeah. Oh boy. Those are your Ruscin and Zach X polls brought to you by our good friends at Unlimited
No more
Air in
cat
Springvale. 479-225-8809 for all of your
So this is a
and air needs.
this is a unique show where I taunted you about coach search stuff and then told the cat story. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're going to throw fake blood on us when we walk outside later tonight.
Clay, all over my nice velour shirt.
That's right.
Hey, you know what? I live in the woods, Norfolk. There's no cats around here at all. I don't know how that happens, but there are none.
Been eaten by the wolves or the coyotes or something. I don't know.
Somebody.
Something like that. Okay, we'll be back.
I got rivers close.
That's right. He's going to call you about the cat thing now.
Who is Tommy?
What are you doing? Let Clay talk. I told you.
He knows that story. He knows that story.
We'll find out what everybody learned coming up after these important messages. Stay where you are.
The show the experts never miss. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com. McClarty Daniel, a vehicle for every lifestyle.
Welcome to McClarty Daniel Country.
With 6 giant locations and over 3,000 vehicles, Northwest Arkansas is McClarty Daniel Country. Stop by one of our showrooms today to shop our full lineup of cars, trucks, and SUVs.
McClarty Daniel is proud to be your premier automotive destination.
Need service? We work on all makes and models 6 days a week. Plus, our full-service collision center can repair anything, from a minor ding to a major collision. Have you visited McClarty Daniel Country?
Visit us online at McClartyDaniel.com.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. You need the Lindbergh team, home of Arkansas's only instant offer program. Get a cash offer on your home in only 72 hours. Lindbergh Real Estate Group is the #1 team in Arkansas with over $1 billion sold and voted best of the best 10 years in a row, serving all of Northwest Arkansas, Missouri, and now the River Valley. Find out more at lindberghteam.com. LIMBIRD.
I like to be active, and as you get older, I know it because I am older. You're more prone to injury, and I could not get rid of the pain.
QC Kinetics patient Diane Richardson talking about how a hiking injury left her in awful pain.
No one wants to live in pain. I certainly don't want to live in pain. I don't have time for pain.
Diane had heard about regenerative medicine, so she called QC Kinetics and started treatment right away, and the results were incredible.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in using natural biologics, healing properties from your own body to restore and repair damaged joint tissue. There's no surgery, no drugs, and no downtime.
The result was phenomenal. I mean, I was not feeling any pain. I'm able to do everything that I want to do.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, this may be the solution you're looking for. Call QC Kinetics now for a free consultation.
It was a game changer.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
The madness continues at Mad Rooster Beer Company in Fayetteville. Mad Rooster brews high-quality, innovative beer selections, including IPAs, stouts, fruited sours, and seltzers across their 30 taps. Mad Rooster has 8 big screens and key game audio, so you won't miss a single minute of the action. Don't settle for an ordinary watch party when you can experience all the madness at Mad Rooster. Mad Rooster Beer Company, brewed locally in Fayetteville at 1107 Southwest Avenue.
Tougher than the first shower after a sunburn. They're the new Mahindra tractors at Tatum Motor Company. New Mahindras are heavier with more built-in weight, so you can push more, pull more, and lift more. Your new Mahindra will always be ready and capable. These tough Mahindra tractors are proudly made with steel, not plastic, so you'll never be envious of the other brands. Plus, with the new Mahindra, you get up to a 7-year powertrain warranty on most models and 0% financing on select models for 72 months. That's 6 years, no interest. If you're looking for a new tractor or tractor package, check out the new Mahindra from Tatum Motor Company. You can even call for a quote before you head down. Tatum Motors promises they won't be undersold. Tatum Motor Company in Anderson, Missouri, and Tawnytown, Arkansas.
I'm Paul with Tatum Motor Company. Visit us online at tatummotor.com.
We join the smarter guys at Stiff Plumbing and HVAC.
People sweat when it gets hot. Dogs don't sweat.
No, they pant when they're too hot.
When your air conditioner dies in the Arkansas summer, your house gets hot.
You don't want to come home to your dog panting and giving you that look. Get an air conditioning tune-up from Stiff Plumbing and HVAC.
We clean winter dirt and grime, check the motors, the relays, the start capacitors.
We'll get your system ready to cool your whole family from the summer heat.
Call 751-9691, 751-9691, or online at stiffplumbingandhvac.com. Tune in again next time to hear Zach say,
I hate it when my dog gives me that look.
Yeah, me too.
on the next episode of the Smarter Guys at Stith Plumbing and HVAC.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. You know, Fayetteville's hair joint for men. Did you know your haircut can accentuate features about your face you may not like? That's why you need Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll work with you to create the perfect look for you. If your current barber isn't cutting it, come see us at Fantasy Sports Cuts. We'll have you leaving feeling like a winner. And we all like winners. Book your appointment today at Fantasy Sports Cuts, where the winning look can be found. Fantasy Sports Cuts, Fayetteville's hair joint for men and your little men in training at Mission and Crossover in the Hart Shopping Center. We'll see y'all there.
ESPN 99.5. Join the local conversation on the McClarty Daniel Hotline, 866-285-4005. Welcome to the entertaining portion of the broadcast day. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
I don't. You just did.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Well done.
Thank you. We're back here on ESPN Arkansas and on hitthatline.com. A little
I got
notice.
a text from Tommy.
What did I do now?
No, it's me.
Oh,
Me.
okay. Oh,
I
you
got a
the cat thing?
Yeah.
And we'd like to apologize to all the cat owners who were offended in our audience.
I don't really care.
Not yeah. Well, it's just
It
something
wasn't me.
It's
It was
just
my
some.
mom.
It's just something you have to say, Clay. These are the.
Yeah,
It's SOP, standard operation.
Okay, good.
It's a
Yeah, we
boilerplate
apologize.
apology. We don't mean it. Nobody means
We
it when they
apologize.
apologize.
What- So we've got an apology from you.
Yeah.
Over your outburst at the basketball game, and
Yes.
another apology from me. So this is the we're sorry show.
Yeah, when we are. That's
That's
right. yeah.
better than being it's a sorry show.
Right. Yes. It's and the eclipse makes you think about life. You
Does
you
it?
put things in
Dark
perspective.
moments, man.
God, does it? This happens like every 18 months.
Yeah.
You guys are fascinated by this.
It was weird out there, man. It was weird.
It doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
Every 18
I'm
months.
sorry, DQ, because it didn't happen in your little sphere of influence. It didn't happen.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I've never seen an eclipse.
Clay, would a blacksmith make a farmer's market better?
Not really.
Okay.
If you want to go to see one, go to Silver Dollar City. They've got one over there.
Got one on the Bentonville Square this Saturday
Yeah.
too,
They do?
folks. Yeah,
Okay.
oh yeah. I don't know what he's making, but he's making a lot of noise, and there's a fire going, and it's.
The blacksmith isn't making horseshoes. What are we doing?
Well, I don't know what he makes.
Well, that's what.
I've been afraid to walk over there. I don't want to talk to him.
He could be making a samurai sword.
Ooh, now we're talking.
Now you're
Now
speaking
we're
Zach's
talking.
language
Everybody
here.
needs one.
Yeah,
We
really.
have two.
That's right.
You need you need like one of those rugs with a lion on it or a tiger on it, and you need a samurai sword.
We
Right.
have two samurai swords.
I don't have the tiger.
You
rug,
have
though.
them in the office. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
two of 'em.
right.
Yeah, we're armed.
Yep, we are.
Yeah, and I mean, y'all tried to kind of. Were y'all offering to Miss University of Arkansas? That's the hurdler.
Well, she had a
She could
scepter.
have the samurai.
Yeah, she had a
you were
scepter.
going to trade her
Yeah, I was going
a
to trade her the
samurai
scepter
for the
for
scepter.
the samurai sword.
We don't know what the scepter really does, though.
No, no, we
what the magical powers. We know what the samurai can do. You can cut a watermelon open with that, baby.
Oh yeah,
Dude,
full
Because
Gallagher.
Because
gotta do
that's
this.
like what Carrot Top did, wasn't it?
Gallagher. He'd bust
Yeah.
all the watermelons
We
and sledge-o-matic.
We have to do this.
What?
I'll go get everything we need, but we have to cut. Why are you looking at me like that? That's very judgy. Wouldn't you love to smash? Oh, come on, we can do this.
All right.
I think
All
it's
right.
good.
Yeah, we're
I
going
think
to
you
do this.
it. And then you eat it with your bare hands.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, back when we were men.
That's right. Yes, exactly. All right, let's go here. What do we learn? DQ, what do you have?
I learned that Robert Downey Jr. was the first voice of Mr. Peanut.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I learned today approximately a third of the U.S. population lives in 4 states: California, Texas, Florida, and New York.
Yeah.
A third of the population.
But
That's where all the
Yeah, I
Powerball
mean,
money
California is about to grow.
well, in the
'Cause that's where Eric Musselman's going with all of his clan.
yeah,
goes. Yeah, that is.
and all those coaches, all those 19 guys that sit behind a bench and keep all the charts and everything.
Oh, wait a minute. But there's more coming because I guarantee you Coach Calipari's got at least that many.
We may have 30, and everyone will be happy about it.
But here's the cool thing: the economy is going to get better in Northwest Arkansas because suits are coming back.
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's not wearing T-shirts over on the sideline.
No, he's not going to wear his jammies.
Yeah, he's going to be dressed right. And I tell you another thing that people are not really talking about it much, but man, he is great with charities. He's a devout Catholic, and he has a bunch of charities, and he gives back. And so, what is it going to be, $8 million or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
There'll be a lot of that money stay local.
Zach, maybe you'll see him at Mass.
I may see him at church one day. That'd be nice.
There you go. Also, I learned that 41 years ago today, David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I've seen David Copperfield live twice.
Yeah. I think he still does stuff out in Vegas. He's never on TV anymore.
Well, I think people have sort of figured out the magic thing.
Yeah, they did that show like 15 years ago where that guy he was wearing a mask and he gave away all the secrets.
A masked magician or something.
That was disappointing. I like believing he actually did it.
All the magicians hate him now.
Oh yeah, that guy's a pariah. Yeah,
they should make him disappear.
Somebody probably did.
I saw a guy make a.
We can put him in a burlap bag and throw him off the Broadway bridge.
There you go.
Don't come back.
He's Klay Henry every Monday here at 5:00 on Ruscin and Zach. Thank you, Klay.
Thanks, guys. Thank y'all.
All right.